Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, and together we have got one of our absolutely #1 best-selling fitness products. We're going to walk ourselves healthy, and walking one of the easiest ways to exercise.
We should say, shouldn't we? Happy Easter.
Oh yes, happy Easter.
Have you been eating Easter eggs all day, and do you think you need to work them off and walk them off?
A little bit too much chocolate this weekend, and we've been sitting, haven't we, with family. We've been out for dinner. We've been watching loads of films.
It's all about balance, isn't it? And that's what a treadmill like this can do for you, because you can walk whenever you like, when it's sunny, when it's raining, when it's cold, when it's windy, like it has been. But with this treadmill, there's so much more than just walking, isn't it?
Well, it's not just walking. You can jog on here. This will go up to 8 kilometres per hour, so you can walk. You can do a brisk walk. You can rehabilitate and go nice and slow, or you truly can have a good jog. But you've also got an upper body workout. This, for us, is the only treadmill that allows you not only to work the bottom half of the body and get those legs moving, but actually working the arms as well, because the upper part is a little bit like a cross trainer, or not just a cross trainer, it could be a rowing machine.
Yeah.
And honestly, the resistance on these is quite incredible.
Don't just think these are like Nordic walking sticks, because you've got amazing resistance, up to 30 kg of resistance in these. So when Hayley talks about getting an upper body workout, you really do. As Hayley pulls them back, you can really see how the muscles engage there, because she's wearing that vest top. So that's how you're getting that full body workout, walking, jogging or running, and getting the upper body workout. And when you talk about walking, is it good for you? Well, put that in your search engine. Is walking good for me? Even the NHS say this. The NHS recommends a brisk 10-minute daily walk. It has lots of health benefits and counts towards your 150 minutes of weekly exercise. Now, I think when people sometimes read 150 minutes, oh my goodness.
Well, it sounds a lot, doesn't it? But actually, it's only about 20 minutes a day. So you could walk for 10 minutes in the morning, walk for 10 minutes at night when you're watching your favourite soap, perhaps. Honestly, you'll fit this into your everyday so easily. But every minute counts. If you can only manage to walk for 2 or 3 minutes, if you build up then to 5, using that upper body workout, walking nice and slow, doing a brisk walk, getting a jog into your everyday, fits into your home, because the actual handles fold down. It'll slide under the sofa, it'll slide under a bed. So if you want to put it away, you can. But honestly, whilst we have the stock, whilst you're thinking I have overindulged this weekend, I do need to start moving more. The weather still isn't great out, and I'd be a bit embarrassed really to go out walking or jogging. You can walk in the privacy of your own home with a deal you can't afford to miss out on. It does sell out time and time again. And when we do, you can buy it elsewhere, but not at our price. Well,
our usual price, £499. And if you go to MAXhealth Fit right now, exactly that price, £499. Same at home, right? At Costco, you've got a bit of a reduction, just under £480. But at DIY.co.uk, it's still £100 more than our price. So the price comes down to £299.99. And with PayPal Pay in 3, it's just £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
It really is an incredible deal. It's as long as stocks last, and all we will say is order really smartly tonight. And it can be a product that can make such a difference to your everyday, how you feel about yourself. And perhaps you're not feeling so great about yourself at the minute. Perhaps you're not particularly confident about certain areas of your body. Is it the legs? Have you got that lumpy, bumpy skin? Would you like to get a little bit more tone to your legs? Well, you're going to be blown away by these, because these are a pair of leggings. They're intelligent leggings that can actually help with those legs.
When we say intelligent, it's because of the ingredients that are actually in here. Imagine having a pair of leggings simply by wearing them that are designed to help firm and tighten and tone. They're designed to help rejuvenate and improve skin elasticity, may even reduce cellulite and fatty tissue deposits. They've got a gorgeous slimming effect on the tummy, on the legs, on the bum and the thigh area. You've got a really nice high waist, so they're really comfortable to wear. wear, and they don't roll down at the front, they don't roll down at the back. If you want to go for these, 970054 is your item number. Compression and sculpting leggings, still at our launch price at $29.99. You really will feel the difference. A four-way stretch, a gorgeous snug fit, moisture wicking, so perfect any time of year, summer, winter, autumn, spring. They wick away the moisture, so really comfortable to wear.
Yeah, they'll keep you warm in the winter months, they'll keep you cool in the summer months. They'll feel fabulous while you're wearing them. They seem to flatten down the tummy. They don't ride down when you're exercising or picking the kids up or, you know, playing with the grandchildren. But they're working all the time you're wearing them. Those ingredients massaging into your legs and helping with that lumpy, bumpy skin, that cellulite, helping with the tone. It's all down to the ingredients, and that's what it's all about. That ingredients is actually in the yarn, and because of that graduated compression, that the actual leggings massage those ingredients into your legs. Price-wise, it is unbelievable to get these at $29.99. And whilst we do have the stock, we had a really busy show with these. We have at the minute got all sizes available.
Size-wise, if you're an 8 to 10, go small. If you're 12 to 14, it's medium. 16 to 18, you're going to go for the large size. If you're a size 20, it's XL, and 22, it's double XL. However, if you're not sure which size to go for, if you're in between sizes, we would always say size down, because you want these to be nice and snug and tight to the skin.
So as an example, if you're normally between a 10 and a 12, go for the 8 to 10. If you're normally a 14 to 16, go to the 12 to 14. But if you are normally 12 to 14, go for that size. They're amazing. They feel fabulous to wear, but it is when you take them off that you really appreciate the work they're doing whilst you're wearing them. Just wear them about 6 hours a day. Even if you just wear them when you're sleeping, honestly, they're brilliant. But something else that can be quite life-changing is our collagen drink. And this, honestly, for so many has made such a difference again to their everyday. Because collagen, I know lots of people, you think it's in creams, you think it's injections, but it's actually in our body in abundance when we're born. It's virtually the glue that holds your body together. But sadly, as you lose collagen, you start to see the difference.
Well, collagen naturally depletes in our body from a much younger age than you would imagine. Around the mid-20s, we start to lose collagen, and the older we get, the more collagen we lose. So this is about balancing that out with a supplement. So from your mid-20s, that collagen loss begins, and you can see as you get older, it gets more and more. So we need to balance that out.
Well, what it's actually doing is, you've got a graph there and it's falling terribly, but then you start to see the collagen loss. You see the lines, the wrinkles, you see the sagginess to the skin, the droopy jowls. You feel it in your body, because collagen is not only in your skin, it's in your bones, your ligaments, your muscles, and you feel old when you get out of the chair, when you get out of bed in the morning. And this all happens very quickly from your early 20s, and it can be speeded up as well with the menopause and everyday things like
sunshine, sugary diets.
Things that are in our everyday affects that depletion. So it does make sense to get that balance back, and by taking a drink such as this, pure nutrition collagen, honestly, because you have, well, have a look at the benefits, because you are getting that balance back, because you've got these incredible ingredients. One of the actual collagens in this drink is one of the only scientifically proven collagens to give some amazing results, and we'll give you those later on. But imagine getting results very quickly, lots of people say, with their hair and their nails, but of course also their skin.
It's designed to help with so many things: bone and cartilage health, boosting immunity and muscle function, reduces fatigue. We always say individual results will vary, but imagine if you got all of these. So if you want to go for the pure collagen, 234270 is your item number. $29.99. We would urge you to multi-order there, because the longer you take it, the better the benefits you'll see.
So a supplement, normally about 3 months to really get into your system. Though a lot of people see a difference in that month's supply. But yeah, at least get 2 bottles, I would say, but you won't want to run out. So whilst we've got the stock, do get 3 if you can.
234270 is your item number. Everything on the show is available on the website, and that's always the easiest way to shop. shopontv.co.uk. When you go to the live show there, just scroll down, you'll see all the products we've got available. Our show special on the treadmill, it always flies when we have it at this price. We don't have as much stock as we would like, so get ordering and use PayPal Pay in 3. But if you do want a multi-order across the show, you'll only pay 1 postage. Remember, you can join us every single evening between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. You join us on on Freeview 89, ITV1 and STV. We've got loads of great shows coming up
We've got
for
some
you.
great shows. We've got brand new from Beldray tomorrow, so do join us with Bev. Wednesday, we've got Blue Magic, which is always a favourite. Thursday, Jane Plan. Perhaps you really are wanting not only to get a little bit fitter by exercising, but actually a little bit healthier with healthier eating. Cooper's back with us on Friday as well, which we're super excited about, and Simpler Law Saturday. You can join us every single morning. Great shows every single night.
You certainly can. But joining us, speaking of joining us, the lovely Katie's with us. Sell-out Katie, as we usually call her, because that's what normally happens when you come to the shows.
It's Shayley K.
Shayley. Oh, we love it. We love it. We love a nickname here, don't we? And there's lots we get called.
Exactly.
Now, if you are joining us for the first time, really easy to shop. You just need that number at the top of the screen, 155216. Joining us from MAXhealth, Katie, you do all the exhibitions and shows, don't you?
Exactly. I get to travel around with all these wonderful health products that are so great for the domestic use. And this one in particular, you know, you were talking a little bit about the weather right now and the fact that we've kind of gone into this Easter holiday, which is kind of like a spring Christmas.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah.
Because everybody gets ready for the dinner, and then
So
it's a
excited.
four-day holiday.
Yeah.
And what do we end up doing? We sit and watch TV, watch old movies, eat.
A lot of eating,
A lot
which
of
is
eggs.
good.
Extra chocolate
A lot
as
of
well as
eggs.
dinners, yeah.
But this is
so-
about balancing that out, isn't it?
Exactly, and this is the best way to do it. You know what? I'll tell you. We always say, oh, I'll go for a walk after work, or I'll go for a walk before work, or I'll go for a run.
Yeah.
A lot of people are training for the marathon. They can't fit in their training. You know, the thing is, this is so wonderful because you can get up to 8 kilometers per hour. So
Yeah,
if
which
you
is great.
are a
That's a
runner,
proper run, isn't
this is
it?
a
Yeah.
run. Guess what? But if you're on the other end of the spectrum and you're not necessarily haven't been very mobile, this is a wonderful way to bring that back. Always check with your physician and your specialist, especially if you're, you know, recovering from an injury. But this is so great because again, the treadmill is sprung and you can go I'm going at a very snail's pace right now, and I can really articulate through the foot, through into the calf muscles, the thigh muscles. It's a wonderful way to get that mobility back.
So walking, jogging and running all in one machine, but
Yeah.
not just that.
No.
You've got the upper body
The
there.
upper body. And you know what, kids? Here's the deal. I hate having to go and do an arm day and a leg
You wanna
day.
do it all.
I want to do it all at the same time.
Multitasking.
You've got 30 kg resistance in the arms, and I tell you what, you feel it.
You do.
You get into the biceps and the triceps, and because there's so much range of motion, you can really get into the side, the oblique muscles and the abs. You can get into the back fat. Oh my gosh,
bingo
what happens? The
wings.
bingo wings, exactly. You can also use it as a rowing machine, specifically focusing on the shoulders, the biceps, the triceps, the lats. You can also lock the arms in place, and I love this because it feels like I'm on a bicycle.
So it's like you're going uphill there, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's like you're on an uphill a bike ride, but you're also getting into specifically the glutes and the hamstrings and the calves.
And there we can really see, Hayley, on your arms, it really
There's
engages,
such
doesn't it?
resistance,
Yeah.
and walking is so good for you. To be able to do that upper body workout at the same time
key.
is
It's key.
incredible. Multitasking, and the more muscles you use, the more calories you can burn. And it is getting that balance in life. We have been overindulging probably this weekend.
Yeah.
So make sure you just get that exercise into your every day. And why not walk? If
Yeah.
you're lucky enough to be able to walk,
That's it.
I think it's one of the easiest
If you're lucky
ways
enough to be
get
able to walk.
fit.
Exactly. And I'd love to be in the doctor's office if you asked him, hey, is walking good for me?
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
thinking of
curious.
walking a little bit more. What do you
Yeah,
reckon?
what do you think? I think your computer would explode
I
if
think
you're
he's going to be like, yes, great idea.
Exactly.
Now, not just walking, like we said, jogging, running, upper body workout as well. You can see a variation of the different speeds here because it goes from 0.8 kilometres right up to 8 kilometres an hour, doesn't it?
And every step is a healthier step. So whether you are rehabilitating, the very sort of far picture, walking nice and slow, just using the handles statically, so for support, this is how my mum uses it.
Yeah.
And just get those steps into your everyday. Get your confidence back, get your core strengthened, get those legs strengthened. So walking nice and slow. So that's 0.8. Then I'm about halfway through the speed, and that's a brisk walk, and I'm using the upper body workout in the middle picture. And you can hear I'm I'm talking to you, I'm getting out of breath, I'm burning calories. You're exercising. Walking is exercising. We're meant to move. But then if you want to, and I'll be absolutely honest, that isn't 8 kilometres per hour in that last picture, because I'm not a great runner. So it's probably about, I would say, about possibly 6 to 7 kilometres per hour, but you can get a really good run out of this. So as you build, as you get better, as you get stronger, or perhaps you're already into exercise, perhaps you already like to jog or you like to run, it allows you to do this indoors whilst you've got the time. Perhaps it's always dark when you get home and there's no way you're going to go out. The weather at the minute is still so changeable. This allows you, whatever the weather, whether it's too hot, too cold, too wet, whatever, you can exercise at home whilst you're watching your favourite soap, whilst you're listening to some music, with an upper body workout as well. We're meant to move. Our bodies were designed really to walk, to run. We didn't have cars, we didn't sit in offices when we were created. Your body needs to have this. This is why we're a bigger nation, really, because we're so static now. And if you know, especially after this weekend, that you have been very static, you have overindulged, just get the balance back in life. Honestly, that's all you need to do, and you will be blown away how much better you feel about yourself when you're doing something. And you're not doing anything tricky. You're one step in front of another. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk yourself into a healthy you. And don't believe just us, and you don't have to do tens of thousands of steps a day. Go onto the internet and put, is walking good for your health? And put in as well, is 2,000 steps good? Because 2,000 steps you will do so easily, but the health benefits are incredible.
They'll blow you away. Even the NHS recommend, well, take a little look at what the NHS say. A brisk 10-minute daily walk has lots of health benefits and counts towards your 150 minutes of weekly exercise. And don't think that's out of your reach. It's only 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes a night. If you do that every day, you've more or less covered your weekly exercise. Walking on a treadmill counts towards this recommended exercise we're talking about. But remember, with this treadmill, you're not just walking. You're jogging, you're running, and you're getting an upper body workout. Now, when it arrives home, Katie, this is the other thing we love about it.
This is what I love.
There's no big workup, there's no big build, is there?
No. I wouldn't use it. I would put it literally.
Yeah,
First
comes
of
in
all,
loads of pieces. You can have it back.
Exactly. Bye. I'm not doing it. But let's face it, if you decide to buy a treadmill or a running machine, and you're lucky enough to have a specific space for it, great, wonderful. But you'd have to get a crane in there, or a lot of men.
Sometimes,
Most haven't got that space.
No,
We've not got room for a gym or a gym room or a garage to put a gym into.
Right.
The great thing is that this fits into our home. Whatever we've got, whether it's a bed sit, a one-bedroom flat, it's going to fit into your home and your everyday.
I'm going to take the time to show you that right now, because first of all, Sean, when you get it, the cool thing is everything is assembled except for the handles. The handles have 2 screws on both sides, and you just get a little Allen key. There's a little click, the little jack that you click in,
plug,
and
cool.
that's the electrics, and then boom, you're ready to go.
So it's just that top section you're adding on.
That's it, the top section. And I'm literally going to show you the cool thing. The handles fold all the way down, okay? Now, you never have to lift this. It's very light anyway, but the point is, you can basically, on the wheels, just roll it around where you want to actually put it in your house. Come on. You can put it underneath the bed. You can put it underneath the couch. Or you can have it standing
So
upright.
we're just seeing it right now for storage underneath a sofa or maybe a bed. You can keep it under there.
And that was a comedy sofa, wasn't it, in one of our
was a TV
studios?
Totally,
sofa.
yeah.
So it was a really small sofa, but it still fitted under. It's going to slide
really
into
low,
your bed.
wasn't it? Yeah.
The comedy studio.
As and when you want to put it away, you can, and it really is that simple.
But look how little it is. I
Well,
mean,
profile-wise,
it's 13 centimeters. I think one show we pulled out an ironing board.
Yeah, and that was bigger, yeah.
It was more bulky, but this is amazing. You can it will stand upright on its own as well. So if you don't have anything to slide it under, you can just, put
behind
it in,
a door.
behind a door, what have you. It'll slide underneath.
And then when you pop it into place, like you said, you've just got to add the top of the handles on, plug it in, and you're ready to go.
And you know what they do recommend, and you get a manual with this, obviously, it tells you everything. The only thing you want to do about every 100 uses is get a little lubricant of some kind.
Okay, for the belt.
For the belt, just to make sure it stays really, easy to roll. And then this is the safety. So just like any gym equipment, it's a magnet. So the treadmill will not run without
that.
this. So you basically just put it in the adult drawer if you've got kiddly winkies at home that you don't necessarily want
if you don't
on
want the
it.
children, perhaps you've got young children that you don't want them pressing buttons and getting it started. If you put that away, it just won't work. It's a bit like the ignition.
Exactly.
The actual treadmill,
And then the other thing I love is that you don't have to do all this, admin just
Name,
to
age,
start it.
address, weight,
exactly.
height. There's
How
none
many
of that.
children
It's the
do you
machines
have?
at the gym now, isn't
What's
it?
your
You
zip
do have to
code?
put, what sex, what weight you are.
Yeah.
You have all this information before
Yeah.
you can actually just walk. I just want to walk.
I just want to walk or a jog or run, what have you. So basically you have a little toggle, okay? So to move it forward is going to start it, okay? You always get a 3, 2, 1 on the LCD screen, and it gives you a 3, 2, 1, and then it starts at that 0.8. So it starts very, very slow. If you want to stop it, you pull it all the way back. I always stress at first, just get used to it, right? You don't want to press into it. You'll be
So
at
it counts you
8.
in.
Yeah.
It starts at 0.8 kilometres,
Yeah.
so it's never going to run away without you. And then
That's
when you
right.
want to increase it, it's
You
just
click it
that.
forward. That's
Yeah.
it. It's literally that simple.
And just push it once forward,
Just a little
once
clicky.
forward, and that
Yeah.
will speed you up just sort of 0.1
Yeah.
of a kilometre, and then pull it back. But if you want to do it fast, you can pull it back and it will slow down much quicker.
That's right.
But you'll get the hang of it. It's really easy. But I always just do once and get to the speed that
Where
you
you
want to
wanna
get
be,
to.
yeah.
That's exactly
and it's
right.
as simple as that.
Yeah, I always just stress don't click into it too hard at first because you don't want to be off and running into a sprint. And, I mean, here's the thing, guys. If you do go off the back, it's 13 centimeters. It's not like you're going
And you just
3
bring the toggle back. So we
Exactly.
set the speed.
So I'm setting the speed. Now I have a little formula. I like to go about 3, 3.5, get into a nice walk. Now this is where I'll start to use the upper body. The brisk walk, you can go into a 4, but don't worry if your feet aren't matching what your arms are doing. If you haven't been doing resistance training, your arms aren't going to be moving as fast as your feet. Don't worry about that. Just keep the feet moving. And then anything between 5 and 6, you're going to get into a jog.
Yeah.
7 and 8 is definitely going to be a run.
I'm
7
just
and
at
8
5, I think. So yeah, I'm just at 5.
Real brisk.
So it's a nice brisk walk,
Yeah.
which is great. Getting my heart rate up. I can feel I'm getting a little bit clammy. You could be watching the TV, but then just getting to the hang of walking and then moving the arms because
Yeah.
you're multitasking. You're working the upper body as well as working those legs, and you'll be amazed that when you actually use more muscles in your body, it allows you to get, I think, fitter so much quicker.
Of
allows
course.
you to burn
Yeah.
calories quicker.
Because when you walk, you're not, well, maybe you are. I don't think, if we have hand weights or ankle weights, but you don't normally have 30 kg of resistance that you're walking around the park.
And this is a true resistance.
Yeah.
This is it. And you know what? So on the screen, just so you guys know, just so everyone knows, you get this running tally of the distance that you've traveled. You get the time that you've been on the treadmill and the amount of calories that you've
I love
burned.
that because that really motivates you, doesn't it?
And it's on a loop, so basically it does motivate you, and you can have a little competition with yourself. Well, I traveled 2 kilometers yesterday. Today I'm going to go 2.5, or I burned this many calories. But when you start using the resistance at the same time as actually doing your cardio, you will believe the calories how they clip off.
Yeah, how it flies up.
So
Yeah,
it gives
it's
you an idea of
amazing.
the calories that you're burning on your screen on the front, the speed you're going, the distance you've done. But remember, it's been designed so it very much fits into your everyday. It folds away if you need to store it away. It'll go under the sofa, it'll go under the bed. Weight-wise, it takes up to 18.9 stone,
And
which is
that's
120
big. That's a lot.
Yeah.
kilograms, which is
That's
a great
weight
weight
limit.
for
Yeah.
home equipment.
Exactly. And-
Usually it's around about 15.
15, exactly. So that shows you how sturdy it is.
Yeah.
And what I like about it is because it's so compact, it makes you walk or jog or run very upright, which is the way we should be. We should be one long, beautiful line of energy.
It's like posture-wise, it makes you feel like you stood just right when you're walking, when you're jogging, or you're running. Now, price-wise, remember, we've got a brilliant price for you. It should be £499, but we've got a show special for you. That show special means £200 off our usual price. So it drops down to $299.99. If you buy it at MAXhealth, if you buy it at Home Right, you're looking at just shy of £500. At Costco, they've got a bit of a reduction. It's just under $480. DIY.co.uk, still £100 more than our price.
So sadly, if you don't order it from us, I don't think you will order it elsewhere, because you're either going to spend £100 or £200 more. You've got a massive market-beating deal with us. You can split that cost as well with PayPal, which makes it really affordable. £102.98 is the first of those 3 payments. And what you're doing is investing in yourself. Investing in your health. Go on the internet and put, is walking good for my health? And if you only walk on here, you can jog, you can run, but if you only walk, you can walk yourself into a healthier you. And I think the reason people achieve their goals with walking, and we've met so many people that truly have changed their life from just getting this constant exercise into their everyday.
And this was a starting point. Yeah. Just walking.
Just one step. Because if you're lucky enough to be able to walk, it's one of those most natural things. You're not doing a really complicated class. You're not having to use some really complicated pieces of equipment. One step in front of another. Walking yourself into a healthier, fitter, and I always then think happier you.
Yeah, definitely. If you want to add it to your basket and you've not shopped with us before, you just need that number on the top of your screen. 155216 is your item number. Now, a show special, remember, the price is reduced for the duration of the show. We'll honour our +1 channels, but you'll need to check the stock, because the way these go, normally, they do tend to sell out. That's why we call her Sellout Katie, and she's going to be back with us in just a couple of minutes. So 155216.
So please check those baskets through. Think about you, a healthier you, a fitter you, being in a better place when it gets to those summer holidays, feeling a little bit trimmer, the trousers fitting a bit easier, feeling like you could do that walk. Stay with us and find out more. Good morning, welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shayley, and together we are super excited to be spending the Easter weekend with you. I hope you've had a really lovely Easter Sunday. Have you? Are you feeling a little bit bloated?
A few chocolate eggs.
Have you been tempted by a few eggs?
Yes.
A few big dinners?
Yes.
And you're feeling a bit bloated now? A bit, oh gosh, I wish I hadn't done that. Well, we've got one of the most simple ways to get yourself to a better place, a fitter you, a healthier you, possibly a trimmer you. Walking yourself healthy with a treadmill sells out time and time again, but it's not just a treadmill.
It's not just for walking, it's for jogging, it's for running, and it's an upper body workout, because you've got amazing resistance in these handles that you see here, up to 30 kg of resistance. Now, when it comes to the speeds, it's from 0.8 kilometers right up to 8 kilometers per hour. So whether it's walking, whether it's jogging, whether it's running, you can do all 3, and then you can get that upper body workout as well.
It's amazing, isn't it? You can see the very sort of the far picture. I'm walking really slowly. Perhaps you're rehabilitating, perhaps your confidence has gone with walking. So allowing you to use the handle static and get that confidence back, get that strength back into your legs. So that's great if you're rehabilitating. You can walk as slow as you like at that 0.8 kilometers, halfway through the sort of speed. So around about 4 kilometers, I'm doing a brisker walk. I'm using the upper body arms. So I'm actually working all of those muscles in the legs, working that core, working the back fat, the bingo wings on one machine. This is like 3 different pieces of equipment in the gym. It's the treadmill, it's a cross trainer, and it's a rowing machine. And then at the end I was running, and I wasn't even going full speed. I'm not a great runner, so I wasn't doing 8 kilometers. I was probably doing around about between 6 and 7 kilometers. But you can get a really nice brisk run on here. It's got a real nice bounce to it as well. So if you're like me, my knees aren't great, you'll find it's so much kinder than running out on the streets.
It's not hard on the joints, is it? Yeah.
It's an absolute favourite. It's a show special, so we have got to warn you, the price is only for the show. And if you're thinking, really, can I walk myself into a healthier me. You can go onto the internet and have a little look, put is walking good for my health, what are the health benefits of walking? You'll be blown away. Put what if I did 2,000 steps a day? You don't have to do tens of thousands of steps. But actually the NHS, they are passionate, aren't they, about a brisk walk being so good for your health.
Well, this is what they say. They recommend a brisk 10-minute daily walk and say it has lots of health benefits and counts towards your 150 minutes of weekly exercise. And don't think that's a lot. That's 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night, and you're pretty much covered your weekly exercise. Walking on a treadmill counts towards this recommended exercise. But you're not just walking on here, are you?
No, I think when you walk on a treadmill, because it keeps you at a constant pace.
You're walking at pace, yeah.
It makes you burn more calories. When you walk out, and always going out for a walk is really good for you, but you do dawdle at times, you stop and you start. Whereas on a treadmill, it really gets that heart rate up, burns those calories. But of course, you have got that upper body workout as well. So you are the bingo wings, the back fat, areas that are quite difficult to work out. You'd need to get a rowing machine or go rowing, or you've got the cross trainer. You've got all of that in one machine, and these handlebars also fold down, so storage wise this will slide under a bed or a sofa if you haven't got the space to have it out all the time. This ticks so many boxes, and it's why it sells out time and time and time again. Now our deal is an amazing deal. You've got a £200 saving from our price. The clock is on the screen because I'm afraid after our +1 show it will go back up in price. It is only this price for the show. But sadly, if you do miss out, and it possibly could sell out as well, if you miss out on the stock or the deal tonight, I think sadly you won't buy it elsewhere, though you can, because our deal truly is market beating.
Well, our usual price, you can see, is just under £500. If you buy a MAXhealth Fit right now, same again, £500, just shy of £1. A Home Right, £499, same again. Costco, it's just under £480. At DIY.co.uk, they've got an offer on. It's just under £400, but it's still £100 more than our usual price. The show price we've got for you comes down to less than £300. You can use PayPal Pay in 3, and then it's just £102.98.
You'd kick yourself, wouldn't you, if you missed out on the deal tonight. Tomorrow, you think, oh, I'm going to get it. It was such a good deal. It's got an upper body workout. I'll check it out on the website. And you go onto our website. If there's stock left, it's back up to nearly £500. Then I'll hunt elsewhere, and you realise, actually, our deal was the best. So grab it while the stock is there. You're investing in yourself.
If you've not shopped before, you just need that number at the top of the screen. 155216 is the item number, and the website shopontv.co.uk is the easiest way to find everything.
And of course, you can always jump onto the phones, but the website is one of the best and easiest ways. Whilst you're shopping for your treadmill, something that could help along the way, just in everyday wear, is this pair of leggings. And you might think, well, how can a leggings make a difference to my everyday? They're comfortable to wear, they're super soft. But actually, these are intelligent leggings. These leggings, they actually help tone and firm and tighten your legs.
Yeah.
They help with cellulite, the lumpy, bumpy skin, and we'll explain why.
Yeah, they're designed to help because of the ingredients in there, massaging into the skin, designed to help rejuvenate and improve the skin's elasticity. They may even reduce cellulite and fatty deposits. They've got a gorgeous slimming effect because of the way they're fitted, a lovely high waist.
They feel fabulous on. You feel fabulous in them on. They've got a high waist that doesn't slip down, so if you want to exercise in these, if you work, perhaps you've got the kids, you're bending down, they don't ride down. They help to tone and support whilst you're wearing them. They've got that really slimming high waistband, which makes you feel good whilst you've got them on. But remember, they're actually working for you. You're going to feel amazing when you actually take them off. The graduated compression massages the ingredients we've been saying about into the legs to help with the lumpy, bumpy skin, the cellulite, to help with the tone. They're breathable and comfortable, and they've got really great benefits. And because of the antimicrobial...
Well done.
Actually, I got it out.
Well done.
I've shocked myself now. Because of that, you'll find you only need to wash them. I would say if you're wearing them as every day, every other week, but if you exercise in them every week, because they wick away moisture, they don't hold smells and things.
Those ingredients that we talk about will last up to 35 washes, and then you've still got a pair of gorgeous leggings. You can see, designed with these ingredients, they're infused with these amazing ingredients for circulation and detoxing, for improving skin elasticity and tone. The vitamin E in there deeply hydrates. We often talk about this time of year, we've all had our legs covered up, so you have all that flaky skin, don't you?
I don't know why it is. Well, I do. We haven't got time, have we? We managed to get creams onto our faces, but not onto the whole of our bodies. And our legs at this time of year are vile, aren't they? They're dry. They're like road maps. They're like, I'm never going to get my legs out when the weather's nice. Pop these on, see the difference visually with your legs by just wearing them about 6 hours a day. Size-wise, we've got all sizes at the moment, small through to XXL. If you're in between sizes, so say you're looking at that chart thinking, well, I'm between a 10 and a 12, don't panic. Size down, go for the 8 to 10. But if you are a 12 to 14, go for the medium. But if you're between a 14 and 16, go to the 12 to 14, to that medium size. Honestly, you want them to fit nicely because you want them to massage
your
those
legs,
ingredients into your legs. Even if you just sleep in them, they are working for you. $29.99, brilliant price. And of course, once you spend over £30, you can split that cost as well with our PayPal. So do not miss out on those leggings whilst we've got the sizes. They flew the other day when we had stock.
They really did. Hundreds went in a show me. Barely spent any time on them. If you are shopping on the website, you'll also notice we've got a collagen supplement. Collagen supplements are everywhere at the minute. Lots of celebrities endorsing different types of collagen. We've got the pure collagen, which is actually scientifically proven to get results. And if you're thinking, well, I've heard about collagen, I'm not quite sure what it is, what it means.
Well, I think we all think, well, it's in creams, isn't it? It's good for your skin. It's in injections. Yeah. Well, it is, but actually, when we're born, we're full of collagen. It's in your skin, it's in your bones, it's in your muscles, in your ligaments. It's virtually the glue that holds your body together. But sadly, the reason you need to now sort of start thinking about taking collagen is collagen starts to deplete as you age. And with collagen, it thinks you're aging in your early 20s because sadly it starts to deplete from your early 20s. And you might think, well, what difference does that make to me? Well, that's when you start to see that collagen depletion. You see it in your skin, lines, wrinkles, the sagginess, the droopy jowls. You lose your jawline, you get deep nose to mouth lines. But actually you feel it in your body as well, because when you lose collagen in your muscles, your ligaments.
It's those aches, those pains, those oohs and ahs,
don't you?
those noises you make when you're getting out of a low car. You can see massive depletion with age. There are other things that add to that depletion. We'll go more into that as we go through the show.
Things like the menopause, things like sunshine.
Sugary diets.
Everyday things can increase that depletion. So doesn't it make sense if we're looking and feeling old because we're losing collagen? If you were lacking in iron and someone said, well, take an iron capsule, you'd like, oh gosh, yeah, because that's going to get my balance back in my body. So doesn't it make sense to take a collagen? And honestly, it makes sense to take this collagen because look at the key benefits, though there are so many. Lots of people see a difference. We always recommend you take a supplement for at least 3 months, but lots of people see a difference in their hair and their nails in that first bottle, in that first month. But honestly, your hair, your skin and your nails, it really contributes to the maintenance and the difference and the strength to your skin, the strength to your nails, and again, getting that skin back to how it was.
And so many other benefits. We talk about bone and cartilage health, immunity, muscle function, reducing fatigue. So many benefits. Imagine if you got any of those, never mind if you got all of them. We always say individual results will vary. 234-270 the item number and multi-order. The longer you take it, the better the benefits you will see.
And don't forget, pure collagen. This is a collagen that one of the collagens in here is one of the only collagens to be scientifically proven to give you some incredible results, which we'll be telling you a bit later on. But do multi-order that whilst you've got the stock available. Easy to order on the phones, but one of the best ways is to jump onto our website, shopontv.co.uk. On the website, you'll find everything. If you go to our live hour, scroll down, and then you'll find our best-selling treadmill. You'll find the collagen. You'll find as well those fabulous leggings. Can you imagine wearing a pair of leggings and they actually tone and tighten the legs, help help smooth out that lumpy, bumpy skin. Honestly, key benefits to absolutely everything. Busy on everything already. Do stay with us. We're going to talk more about the treadmill in a moment, but do join us every single morning.
Yeah, between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. on ITV1, STV and Freeview 89. We've got lots coming up this week. We've got a brand new launch with, we won't tell you what it is, but we've got a secret item from Belgrade coming up tomorrow. Brand new, we've never featured it before. We've got Blue Magic cleaning solutions coming up as well. Our favourite best-selling cleaning solution. We've got an exclusive deal with Jane Plan, a new exclusive deal. If you've seen Jane Plan on the mainstream TV, we've got an exclusive for you. Coopers of Stortford are back, and we've got Simpler Law as we go into the weekend. So join us every night between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. But tonight, we've got a show special on your treadmill, a £200 saving. The clock you see on the screen is because the price will go back up after the live shows. We'll honour it on +1 channels if there's stock remaining.
Yeah, it could be stock or clock tonight because already, and we haven't even brought Katie into ITV yet, 10% of the entire stock has sold out and gone. It does sell out time and time again. We always try and get stock back in as quickly as we can, but we know Katie isn't available for a few weeks after tonight.
Very busy.
So please, whilst we have the stock, get this home and make that change. If you've got this in a basket, you know you need to perhaps start exercising. Perhaps I need to move more. Perhaps you're getting really slow and sluggish. Perhaps over the Easter weekend, you're feeling really bloated and you think, I've got to get some balance into my life. I'm eating too much. I'm not exercising enough. Honestly, walking is one of the best ways. And we forgot how good walking was for us until actually lockdown.
Yeah.
And we suddenly were at home, we needed to exercise, we wanted to exercise, we haven't got loads of space at home, and we're like, what can we do? What can we do to get, we need to move more. And we started doing sort of walking workouts, and we're like, oh my goodness, this is so good. I wasn't getting to the gym, but I was actually keeping myself fit by walking one step in front of another. And if we're lucky enough to be able to walk, you don't even need to know much, do you? You don't have to know a complicated workout routine. You don't need to have a
follow those classes.
Piece of equipment. One step in front of another. And go onto the internet, you don't have to believe just us, and put is walking good for your health. And remember, you can walk, jog and run on here, but even if you only walk, it's so good. There's so many health benefits.
Even the NHS recommend walking as your form of exercise. As you can see here, the NHS recommends a brisk 10-minute daily walk, and it counts towards your 150 minutes of weekly exercise. And don't think 150 minutes is loads. It's only 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night.
Or even walking through your favourite soap.
Yes,
you've done it.
You've done yeah, definitely. Because you can watch TV while you're on this. You can multitask because you're getting an upper body workout as well. And walking on a treadmill counts towards this recommended exercise. And the other thing is, it's for every level of fitness. Even if you're someone who doesn't like working out, doesn't like fitness, like me, but you know you need to walk, you know you need to do something to keep you going.
Walking.
Well, no,
you
because
don't even have to think.
it's what you said. You get on here, you put the telly on. I'm always up for a bit of telly.
But remember, as you grow with this, if you are, perhaps you're starting to walk again for the first time. Perhaps you've had, I don't know, perhaps you've been a bit poorly. You haven't been very mobile, and you want to get your strength back. And obviously, if you're under a doctor and things, always check with your doctor or your surgeon. But I know on a whole, they want you to move, and walking is one of the most natural things. But you can walk super slow on here, and you're seeing really 3 different speeds, because you can go from 0.8 kilometres, which is the very far picture, so I'm walking really nice and slow. You could, if you're doing some physio, be lifting the knees. I'm using the handles static, so they're my stability. My mum uses her treadmill just like that. Not rushing, she just wants to get steps. She's 87, she wants to get movement into her every day. She won't go out walking on her own, but she'll walk on a treadmill every day. The middle picture, I'm about halfway through the speed, so about 4 kilometres. So I'm doing a brisker walk. I'm using the upper body handles, which honestly, the resistance on those is amazing. You're not only burning calories, but you're working the bingo wings, you're working the back fat, you're working the core, that tummy, that balance. And at the end, I'm jogging, but I'm not even jogging or running at full speed because I'm not a great runner. So I'm probably doing about, I don't know, top 7 kilometres per hour. It goes to 8. I
Not
don't even
even
think I'm
that.
doing 7. Probably about more likely 6. But it means you can jog on here, you can run on here. Perhaps you're training for a marathon, perhaps you're doing a charity walk and you want to get yourself a little bit, with it before you go out and do it. You could be doing that on your treadmill in your home, whatever the weather, because we are still having lots of different weather, aren't we? I know spring has sprung, but actually the weather's still very confused, and you're still having, the other day it was hailing, and then we had these great strong winds, and I know a lot of people, it's a little bit frightening going out in, now walking. The pavements aren't great, there's potholes in the road, you don't feel safe out and about walking. This is in your home, and wherever you are, whatever you're doing, perhaps you work a lot, and when you get home the gym's always shut. This is your gym in your home, but not only for walking, jogging, running, an upper body workout as well. Whether you're a complete beginner and just trying to get back into walking, getting yourself fitter, or whether you're truly into fitness already, this is going to work for you. But what you must do is, if you want it, because we're so busy, is put it in a basket and check that basket through. If you know you need to make some changes, you know you haven't got balance in your life, you're not doing the exercise that you should do, have this at home, and just whilst you watch your favourite soap, jump on here rather than sitting on the sofa, and you will be blown away how quickly walking can make a difference to perhaps how trim you are, how healthy you feel, how perhaps you get out of breath now doing stairs, can't walk very far. See the difference using this every day will make to that, and you'll think, oh my goodness, by summer I will be able to do all those walks with the family. I will be able to get down to that gorgeous beach. I can never do those stairs, but I think I can do those stairs. Sounds dramatic, but it can be life-changing to find something that works for you. And Sean, this isn't something that's tricky. This is one step in front of another.
And that's why it's for everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're lucky enough to be able to walk, we're not asking you to do something tricky. You can honestly walk yourself healthy.
And it's a brilliant price, but you've got to get it right now. Our price is reduced for the show from just under £500. And if you shop elsewhere for it, that's the kind of price you're going to pay. If you go to MAXhealth Fit directly, almost £500. At HomeRight, same again, almost £500. At Costco, just under $480, so it's a good price. You've got a bit of a discount. At DIY.co.uk, just under $400. We're £100 cheaper than everywhere else we've found it. With us, you can also use PayPal Pay in 3, so you can spread the cost interest free. If you've got a PayPal account and you pay online, £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. But remember, our price is only for the duration of the show. It's a show special.
However, it's 1:45 and 20% of the stock, another 10% of the stock.
Oh, here she is.
Out and gone. Before we introduce you to Katie on ITV and STV, please check your baskets out. We've got so many already in baskets. It's going to be stock or clock tonight.
Yeah.
Remember our system, it's all hours until you check your basket out. So it may be in your basket, but we will get to a situation, I think, tonight where we've only got so many left.
It's looking that
say
way.
we've got 10 left.
Yeah.
310 of you could have those 10 in your basket. Everybody can put it in their basket. It'll only be the first 10 people to order and check out that'll get it. And I think tonight, being as 20% of the stock has already gone, we're going to be in that situation. Check your baskets through. Get this delivered to your door. And Katie, what a difference this can make.
I mean, you guys, I feel like we did a show the same time last year, and we sold out.
Yeah,
You know?
actually, yeah, you're probably right.
Because it's Easter.
It's
By the
perfect
way,
timing.
happy Easter, everybody.
Yay!
I wore pink especially for it.
Eat the eggs, keep walking.
That's the thing. But Easter is that spring Christmas, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's a good
Where
point.
you've done some work in January, you made the resolutions, and all of a sudden you get to Easter and go, what have I done? Oh my gosh. And guess what? The weather is crazy right now. It was
What is
kind
going
of warm.
on?
I don't know. I don't like it though. But here's the deal. It was kind of nice last week. And then yesterday we went out, and I swear to God, it was like being in a tornado. I was like, NEM.
It's everything in one day, isn't it? We
In
have it
one
all the
day.
time. All the seasons in one day.
I know, and
the
it's
great thing
cold.
about this, you can walk whenever you want. If
Whenever
it's
you
too hot
want.
outside, if it's too cold,
That's
if
right.
it's too wet, you can have that walk, that workout that you want. And with something like that, when it arrives, Katie, there's nothing to it, is there? There's no big
Literally,
build.
you guys, this is why I love our products at MAXhealth. You plug it in. Now, when you get it, the cool thing is that everything is assembled. The only thing that isn't assembled is the handles. So I don't know if you can see this, but there's 4 little screws, 2 on each side. There is a jack in each handle. You clip it in. Listen, I can do it. I can do it. Anyone can do it.
So we're just adding this
proof.
top section,
Yeah,
plugging
there's
it
a
in
little
inside.
Allen key. You screw it in, boom, and it's done. And there's, just so you know, there is 4 wheels, or there's 4 stabilizers, excuse me. So your floors are protected.
Nice.
Right.
And I'm not sure if you're noticing how quiet it is.
Super
Most
quiet.
treadmills or running machines, there's a vibration. If you have neighbors, they're downstairs. Oh, Katie's on that running machine again. You know what I mean? This is so
super
quiet.
quiet.
I always want to exercise, or because of our lives, you exercise at funny times of the day, and it
that's
doesn't matter.
right.
You're not going to disturb anybody else, like you say, really quiet, even if you're in an upstairs
and if
flat
you've got
or something.
a child sleeping and you want to get your your steps in, what have you, and then it's just so easy to use. You plug it in, you guys. Plug it in. And you have a safety, so if you need to get off quickly, just pull the magnet up and it stops automatically. The cool thing is that the treadmill doesn't work without the safety. So if you don't want certain people in your household, i.e. the
young children,
put it in a little adult
It's a bit
box.
like the ignition, so just put it away in a drawer where they don't know where it is and they can't
It won't
use
work, will
That's
it?
the actual
exactly
treadmill
right.
without it.
There's no fancy equipment to
Don't
sign
have to
in. There's
fill in a
no,
questionnaire.
how many children do you have?
Well, if you've ever been
What
on
was
a
your
treadmill at the
birthday?
gym, first of all, it's that big,
Like a cock,
massive.
isn't it? It's, like,
It's massive.
Oh my God, what button do I press?
Yeah, and you can never get on them at the gym either.
There's always a queue,
There's a queue to get on them. Do you know what I mean? So this is so great. So you have a little toggle. You just press it forward to turn it on and to increase the speed. Then pull it back to stop it. It's that simple.
And the speed range on here, going from 0.8 kilometres up to 8 kilometres an hour. We're showing you here just a variation of speeds, and you did this to show us, didn't you, Hayley? The different speeds and the different levels.
Far picture is the slowest, so 0.8 kilometres. That's where it will start when you first turn it on. It counts down 3, 2, 1, and that's the speed it will go to. Perhaps you're rehabilitating, perhaps you're doing physio, you're trying to get strong again, and perhaps you haven't walked well for a little while. My mum, who's 87, she uses it at this speed and uses the handles just static.
Yeah.
Which
so
is
you've got that
great.
stability, which is great.
Yeah.
And again, you're walking, every step to a healthier, fitter you. But then halfway through, I'm sort of halfway through the speed, so about 4 kilometres per hour. Brisk walk, and I'm using the handles, which we'll show you, which truly have got great resistance. So now it's like how I'm using it there, it's a treadmill and it's a cross trainer, but you can use it like a rowing machine. And then I'm jogging at the end, and I'm not even jogging full speed because I'm not a great runner. So there it goes to 8 kilometres. I'd say I was doing between 6 and 7 kilometres per hour. I'm hearing we're massively busy. A quarter of the entire stock now. There's so many in baskets. I think very quickly we're going to be in a situation where more people are ordering than stock's available. Check your basket through. It's only this price for the show. And when we sell out, we'll always try and get stock back in as quickly as possible. But Katie, you've got a massive show coming up.
I'm busy, mate.
So stock-wise, your stock is going with you to that show.
That's right.
And we won't be seeing you for a little while,
Exactly. And it's the beginning of the season.
And it's some of the biggest shows of the year,
It's some of the biggest shows. We will sell out of our stock. So listen, it's the time to get it, you know? We're not joking, kids.
And
summer is right around the corner.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I think sometimes, for me, I always write my Easter cards, I hope a great year follows. I think sometimes you spring into the year properly in spring, don't you?
Yeah,
like, oh
definitely.
My goodness, the weather's going to start getting nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to want to put shorts
The legs are
on.
coming out.
I'm going to want to be a little bit fitter for when we go on holiday.
That's
I want
right.
to feel trimmer. I might even put a swimming costume on. And
It's an emergency situation, everybody. I know.
Get walking.
But the fact that you can do your low impact or cardio below, you know, with the treadmill, but you can get that resistance training in. For me, that's the best.
And that's really important to keep pointing out to you at home, because they're not just guides, they're not just walkers. This has got the most fabulous resistance.
30 kg of resistance.
So that's a bit like, when we say 30 kg, that's a bit like lifting a weight. You're pulling a weight back. So it's like using a rowing machine at the gym.
Yeah.
It's like
Or
using the cross trainer at the gym, because the resistance on these, can you see it? It's quite incredible.
You can even see it through my little...
Please don't think they're easy.
No.
And the great thing is, because normally when you walk, it's a brilliant way to exercise. You're working all the lower body. But when you start using the upper body as well, you start to burn more calories because you're multitasking, you're using more muscles in the body.
Right.
But how great, you want to work the bingo wings, you want to work the back fat,
Yeah.
and you can't normally do that by just walking on a treadmill.
exactly.
But this
You'd have to
allows
get,
you
right, you'd have to
do
get your
that.
own dumbbells out and start doing it. And how
Or
often
have a
do we
leg day and then you have an upper body
Yeah,
day.
exactly. Gross.
You're doing the lot.
I mean, I won't do it. I'd rather
We
just...
haven't got time for that.
I don't have time.
I have to do it all at once.
I want to do it all at once and get it done. And the nice thing is that there's a running loop on your treadmill.
Okay.
That you can't see. I don't know if we're going to get a shot of it, but it has the distance that you've traveled, the time that you've been on, and the calories you've burned, and also what speed you're on. Now, the nice thing is, you can hear it in my breath, when you start adding the resistance and you have your nice speed up to
You're
a brisk
seeing
walk.
that screen right there. So you're saying that's going to give us an idea of the calories we burn, gives you an idea of the speed or the distance. You can compete with the rest of the family.
Competitions,
I'm going to burn more calories. I'm going to walk further. And I think it does encourage you next time you think, if I could just walk a little bit further.
Totally.
If I could burn a few more calories. Seeing as well a guy on here, it will take up to 18.9 stone.
Yeah.
You can run on here. You can run, you can jog, you can walk. You've got the upper body workout. Folds down to store under a sofa and a bed if you want to store it away as well. And the deal is market beating, but it's only this price for the show. And already we're in a bit of a situation. It does sell out this time and time and time again. So if you have this in a basket, already stock-wise, 30%. Every time we talk to you, we go away for a couple of minutes, and then another 5%, another 10%.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
30% of the stock already sold out and gone. Please, if you have this in a basket, you know you need to do something. You need to make a difference. Perhaps you know you need, perhaps the doctor said you need to start moving.
Yeah.
Or perhaps you know you're really slow on the stairs now. You're getting out of breath. Perhaps you're struggling to do your laces up. You just know after Easter, again, you've eaten too much and you haven't exercised. But exercise, it's daunting, isn't it? We're just walking. You're walking one step in front of another. When we were actually created, there were no cars, buses, offices. We weren't meant to be static. Our bodies were created to move. We were meant to walk, run. That's how you got, wherever you wanted to go. We did physical work, and we don't do that anymore. And that's why we do struggle as a nation now to be the size we should be, a healthy size. This is allowing you, without having to do anything complicated, joining a gym, which perhaps you would never do, you'd find it daunting, getting on difficult equipment, trying to do a class. I've always been rubbish at classes, even though as a dancer, I'm always facing the wrong way. I've got the wrong leg up, and you just think, it's just too much, I can't bear this. This is allowing you to exercise in your home as and when you've got 5 minutes. Every step, a healthier you. And you don't have to do tens of thousands, you don't have to spend hours on this. Try and get on here, if you can, at least 10 minutes a day. If you can do 2,000 steps a day, go on the internet and put "is walking good for my health?" I won't need to tell you anything else. But also put, "is 2,000 steps a day good for my health?" Because you don't have to suddenly do 26,000 steps a day. 2,000 steps can be so beneficial. Just recently, actually, a few months ago, probably about 6 or 10 months ago, there was a big thing of how beneficial 3,000 steps a day were. Not only for the body, for the mind. And this is why exercise is so beneficial. It's not just about health benefits for your body, for your muscles, for burning calories, for getting the heart rate up. It's actually really good up here for me as well, and for so many. Clears your mind. It gives you, I always call them happy dolphins, happy endorphins. Your body wants to exercise and your body gets a buzz from exercise. But please check your baskets through, because we're massively busy. A third of the stock, I'm going to stop. A third of the stock now sold out. I'm going to check your baskets through.
If you do want to add it to your basket, 155216 is your item number. Price-wise, it's a brilliant saving. Hundreds of pounds savings. And Katie's still got loads more to tell us, but you've got to be quick with these. At MAXhealth at home, right, you can see just under 500 on normal price. At Costco, just under 480. At DIY.co.uk, they've still got it there but it's £100 more than our show price. So you've got to confirm your order and check your baskets out. £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. 155216. Now, we talked about when it arrives, you don't have to build it, which I think is massively important.
Nope. Oh, for me too. Are you kidding?
Storage-wise, I think for a lot of people.
This is the game changer, I think. But I want to say just before we do this, that PayPal Pay in 3, at the shows, I know I say this time and time again when I'm on. People ask me all the time, do we have to pay all up front? Well, yeah, unfortunately, you do. But with Shop, you don't have to.
Yeah, which is great. So you can spread the cost if you want to.
You can spread it out, but you still get it. So again, size-wise, it's 1.2 meters.
But, and you know, we always talk about this, don't we, Kat? I'm 6'4".
Yeah.
And when I first saw this machine, I thought it's not going to be big enough for me to stride out on. But I can really stride out on it.
And Tony, on the video that you saw, he's tall like you as well. And, you know, he's not a small guy. And he was just absolutely fine on it.
It's very cleverly designed, isn't it? Because it's really compact. But you have got the right stride and the right width as well.
That's true. I'm turned out like a duck, you guys. I mean, I shouldn't be able to do on this, but it's absolutely fine. And you know, the nice thing is, it makes you run anatomically correct.
It's like it sets your posture right, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Just getting busier and busier. Storage-wise, as Katie's showing us, the handles fold down flat.
Now, let's talk about when you get a running machine for your house. If you're lucky enough to have a space where you can put it.
You have to have a room, don't you?
But you have to have a room, and you're stuck there, kids. You can't move it around. You can't take it to the conservatory, like you always say, or we look outside.
I had a friend who was lucky enough to have a cellar, and she had a treadmill put down there. It was such a palaver because it weighed an absolute ton.
Yeah.
And when it came to moving, she virtually left it at the house because she was like, the thought of trying to get that out.
Do you know what?
There is no way we're going to do that.
I hear that at the shows all the time. I've had people say, I'm just going to put it on Marketplace or whatever and get rid of my other one.
It's too big.
And they don't use it, and they're in a space they don't want to be in. If you're not having your workout equipment in a space where you want to be, why would you go? Why would you do it?
And a lot of the time we've got space to have a fitness room. So this can be in any room in the house, and if you need to put it away, that's how compact it is.
Check it out, you guys.
To go under a sofa, under a bed.
Flat.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you can lift. And then there's little wheels.
Yes.
It doesn't get any easier. You can put it, there's the couch again, that crazy couch. So it's that small little couch, but it goes underneath that. Put it under the bed. Or you can store it upright.
I mean, you can't even see it.
No.
So even if you have a bed sit, a 1-bedroom flat, we've got, I have so much clutter. We have very little room in our house, but this fits into our home. And when we do need to put it away when people are coming around, it goes under the sofa, it goes under the bed, and have it in the television room where you know you're going to use it. Get on here when you're watching your favourite soaps.
Because you won't use it if it's not in a space that you want to be. You just won't. But check this out, you guys. Look how sleek.
It's so
just
slim,
so profile-wise.
It's a profile.
And you were saying even if you don't want to put it under a bed or a sofa.
It'll stand upright on its own.
I'm thinking like the gap perhaps between the wardrobes and the chest of drawers.
Or the wall,
slide it
Exactly.
in there,
Do you know what's really funny? I was with friends last night, and she's a big fitness girl, and she was like, "What's so great about it?" And I started talking about the compact. And Sean, my husband, was like this. Here she goes.
She's selling it.
But you know what? It is the compact factor of it, you know. And if you are a member of the gym, getting on a treadmill can take you half hour.
Well, we talk about the gym because Hayley's a gym member, and the cost of gyms now.
Oh yeah,
mine is £75 a month now.
Come on, and how often do you
go?
go?
And I've really tried this year to get there more often. In February, I thought I've got to do it. I've missed out January. February, I got there twice. Oh gosh, we're now April, aren't we? March, I got there once. Yeah, that was £75 for my one turn up. And we're now in April, I haven't got there at all as yet, but we're early. You know, it's time. I want to exercise. I know for me, it's mentally important, but I do gain weight. I'm not naturally slim. My sister, and she's here from America at the minute, she can eat everything, and she's tiny, tiny. And I'm not like that. I can look at a donut and it's on my hips. I need to get some move. I need to move. I need to exercise. And honestly, this is one of the easiest ways to do that. And for me, not only do I feel better because my perhaps trousers fit a little bit easier, things aren't tight, I'm not feeling sluggish and bloated because I'm getting balance in my life. It's up here it helps me as well. Sean will know this. When I don't exercise, I'm quite low. I'm sluggish.
Sure. Yeah, same.
I've got no
same.
oomph.
Yeah.
But when I've exercised, I can do so much in that day.
Yeah.
Because I've got a buzz about me. Exercise is obviously so beneficial to your body. Put on the internet, is walking good for my health? The health benefits are amazing. But for me as well, mentally it's so good for me.
Exactly.
I feel better if I've done something.
Right, exactly. And you know what? Remember back in COVID, unfortunately, we couldn't go out. And so people were getting the walking pads, which were great.
Yeah.
But you could never get a run on.
No,
There's no way. If you
that's
wanted
not
to
what
get
they're
into
designed for, is
no,
it?
and they just don't feel as sturdy as this. This feels really, really sturdy, and that's why the weight restriction is so high. 18.9 stone.
Yeah, that's a great weight limit for domestic fitness equipment.
Yeah, it's
We
great.
often talk about it, normally maxes out about 15 and a half
Yeah.
stone. If you're someone like me who doesn't like fitness particularly, but knows they need to move, you
Yeah.
need to get your steps in, you need
That's
to
right.
keep moving, you need that juice in the joints, as they say. But it goes right up to the other level. That's the great thing with this machine. Whatever speed you want to go at, from 0.8 kilometres right up to 8 kilometres per hour. That's why it's for every level
Yeah.
of fitness. So 155216 is your item number. So 3 times the amount of people have got these in baskets than have already sold through. You've got to confirm your orders and check out. We don't want you to miss out on this show special.
And over a third of the stock has already sold out and gone. We are very quickly going to be a situation where more people are ordering than stock is available. The stock is only this price for the show. So whether the stock goes first or the clock ticks down, it will go back up to virtually £500. And sadly, that's not just our price. Our price truly is market beating. And if you don't order and get it today and you think tomorrow, I'll get it elsewhere, well, you can, but you won't, will you? Because MAXhealth Fit and Home, right? It's £200, not £20 more, £200 more. Costco 180. DIY.co.uk, they've got a great deal on at the minute. It's still £100. What could you do with that £100? At $299.99, you have got a market-beating price. You have got the opportunity with us as well to split the cost with PayPal, which makes it then so much more affordable. For me, that's a little bit more than my monthly gym membership. My gym membership is £75. So really, it's probably like 4 gym memberships. And you've got your treadmill and your cross trainer
Yes.
and your rowing machine.
Come on.
All
So
in
much.
one in your home. But you must check your basket through because it's not yours until you check out.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the deal is, I think on Shop we always have the best deal.
Yeah, definitely.
And to go on and to be able to have this in your house, in the comfort of your own home, I think it would be hilarious if you put in your browser, is walking good for me?
Honestly.
But do put it's walking
Yeah,
good
do
for my
it.
health. Put, because I think sometimes you think, oh, but you have to do 26,000 steps a day.
Yeah,
you
no.
don't. Put in, is 2,000 steps a day good for me?
Yeah.
Honestly, look at the list, the health benefits. If you need to make some changes, walking is one of the best and the easiest ways to do it. But what you've got to do is make that decision. There's only you. Sometimes in life, there's only you that can make that change. There's only you that can start the ball rolling. And if you've put this into a basket, and so many of you have, don't miss out and not press that checkout button. Because sadly, then you sort of let yourself down again, haven't you? Because I know we're so good at putting things off. We're so good at thinking, oh, should I, shouldn't I? You're investing in your health. You're investing in you. You're investing in your future. Perhaps you know that you have slowed down, you're sluggish, you struggle with the stairs. Perhaps you're noticing you're getting out of breath more and you really want to get a little bit fitter, a little bit trimmer, but you don't know where to start. This is one of the easiest ways, one step in front of another. Walking, if you're lucky enough to be able to walk, use those legs. But with this, use the upper body as well. And that allows you to burn even more calories, helping you to get fitter even quicker. It's one of our best sellers. It's massively busy. And honestly, if it's in your basket, you know you want to make those changes. Press that checkout button. And imagine what you could be like by summer. Perhaps wearing those shorts, t-shirt, feeling more confident in yourself. Sounds dramatic, but this could be life-changing. This could be that product that allows you to achieve your goals.
At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1, ITVX and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at Shop on TV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
We've moved away from the treadmill just for a couple of minutes because 40% of the stock has gone and so many are in baskets, and we don't want to carry on selling if you can't actually get, you need to check your basket through. Sadly, our system, it's hours until you check out, so even if we only had, say, 10 left, 1,010 of you could have it in your baskets, 510 of you, 310 of you, 10 of you could, whatever we've got left is ours. So you can all put it into your basket, and it's only the people that check out that'll actually get it. So please do check your baskets through and make sure yours is on its way to you. And you're on your way to a healthier, fitter, and possibly happier you as well. You'll be amazed what exercise can do.
For every level, even if you're just someone like me who knows you need to keep moving. So 155216 is your item number there on that treadmill. We are going to move away. You can still add it to your basket, whether it's the website, shopontv.co.uk, or you can order on the phones. Phones have been really busy again. Apologies if you've been waiting. 03333 241 241. Now, something else that you love whenever we feature them, and we've never done a full show on these, but stock-wise, hundreds of them go each show that we do. These are intelligent leggings. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's all about the ingredients that are in there. Imagine wearing a pair of leggings that are designed to firm and tighten and tone.
Yeah, there's ingredients that are actually in the yarn, and they've got a graduated compression, so they actually massage the ingredients into your legs whilst you wear them. You feel great in them, but whilst you're wearing them, you are firming, tightening and toning that skin. So it's working on the skin's elasticity. That's the sagginess to the skin. You know, as the skin gets old and it starts to hang probably above your knees, getting that strength back to the skin. It also may reduce cellulite and fatty tissue deposits. Perhaps you've got that horrible lumpy, bumpy skin and you just don't know why you've got it. Everybody, whatever age you are, whatever size you are, you can have cellulite. And then on top of all of that, have you been looking at your legs wishing they looked a little bit slimmer, a little bit more toned? Well, it's working on your tummy, your legs, your bottom and your thighs. It's helping to tone and support.
Simply by wearing leggings. They've got this body sculpting design, so designed to help and tone and support. That slimming high waistband with the tummy control means that they don't roll down. It's a great fit on these. At the front, they stay high. At the back, they don't roll down or
gate. So if you
gape.
want to exercise, you can without them falling down. But actually, just wear them. Wear them when you're walking the kids to school. Wear them when you're looking after the grandkids. When you bend over to pick the kids up, you're not going to show your builder's bum. They stay where they should be, which is brilliant.
Breathable material as well. Antimicrobial effect means they'll wick away moisture. So when you get too hot, they're great to wear in the summer months, but great to wear in the winter months as well. So all year round. Suitable for everyday wear as a pair of leggings because they've got great density.
Yeah, and they're great for travelling. Compression tights. I always wear these when I fly. If you travel at all, perhaps you're doing a long coach journey, or perhaps you sit a lot at home. Again, that compression is really going to help in those situations with things like sort of circulation, but that compression is helping to massage these key ingredients into your legs. And those key ingredients that can make such a difference. You can see there to boost circulation and detox. You can see as well the tone and elasticity, and vitamin E to deeply hydrate. Now, I think at this time of year, how well do your legs look? Because we're not very good at looking after our legs, are we? And we've been hiding them under trousers and tights all winter. Are they all a bit dry and flaky and not so nice? Those ingredients in the actual yarn, honestly, They're going to massage into your legs. These are going to feel great whilst you wear them. You feel trimmer, you feel fabulous in them. But it's when you take them off, actually, you really feel and see the benefits.
In your skin,
the smoother skin, helping with that lumpy, bumpy skin, that cellulite. Can you imagine wearing a pair of leggings and then actually, after a time, thinking, well, actually, I think my cellulite looks a little bit better. I think my legs look a little bit more toned. That's what these leggings are all about. They sound too good to be true, but it's exactly what they are doing for your body.
Also got this fabulous full-waist stretch, great density to the fabric.
So they're comfortable.
They don't go see-through. How many leggings have you seen? How many times have you been on someone on an escalator, behind someone on an escalator, and they go see-through? These are great density to the fabric as well. Size-wise, if you're not sure which size to go for, let's show you the size chart. If you're an 8 to 10, you're going to go for the small size. If you're a 12 to 14, you're going to go medium. 16 to 18, it's the large. If you're a 20, go extra large, and 22, it's a double XL. The great thing with these, if you're not sure size-wise, if you think, ooh, should I go up or down a size, always go down a size. The reason being you want that fabulous material to touch the skin and massage those ingredients
the idea is the ingredients get massaged into your legs. So if you're normally between a 10 and a 12, go for the small, the 8 to 10. Or if you're between a 14 and 16, go for the medium, the 12 to 14. Best thing to do is to jump onto the website. Of course, our website is right there, shopontv.co.uk. You can use the phones, but if you go through to the live show, it will take you through to all of our products. We're massively busy. It's great to have your company, and perhaps it's because it's been the Easter weekend. You've eaten too much. You're not feeling so great about yourself. You want to make some changes. I think sometimes we start the new year and try and do a New Year's resolution, but sadly, we often fail because I think it's too much in January. January is a funny month, isn't it? I think lots of us feel January is quite a low month, it's a difficult month. I think once we're stepping into spring and we're doing exactly that now, you suddenly think, oh gosh, summer's going to be here before I know it. Oh God, if I could just lose perhaps a few pounds, I could be a little bit trimmer. If I could just feel a little bit healthier. I'm really struggling. I know I'm struggling now to walk so far. I'm getting out of breath much easier than I used to. Sometimes something happens, doesn't it? Or perhaps you've seen a photo and you think, oh, I've got to make some changes. Exercise can be really tricky to fit into your everyday, but walking is something, if you're lucky enough to be able to do it, don't even have to think about doing it. And you can walk yourself into a healthier you. And this treadmill, you can walk, you can jog, and you can run at 8 kilometres per hour, which is amazing. But it also has that upper body workout, which is brilliant.
It's one of our best-selling pieces of fitness equipment, and the same is happening with us tonight on this show. It's a show special. The price reduced by £200 for the duration of the show. However, stock-wise, we're now at 50% of the stock in baskets and checked through. So please confirm your orders and check out. We're not even halfway through the show yet, and we're halfway through the stock.
Usually we say it's going to be stock or clock, whereas we definitely think it will be stock tonight. We will be in a situation, before you know it, more people trying to order than stock is there. Our system allows you to keep putting things into baskets. Even if we only had 5 left, you could all, everybody watching right now, you could all have one of those 5 in your basket, but it's not physically yours until you check out. Only 5 people would get it, even if 505 of you had it in baskets. So please, if it's in your basket, check that basket through, because we have got a market-beating deal, and you'll kick yourself if you want it tomorrow, because if we have stock left, it'll go back up to £500. If we've sold out, well, you'll go and look elsewhere, but sadly, our price is not there.
You can see at MAXhealth, almost £500, our usual price. At Home Right, the same again, almost £500. At Costco, a bit of a reduction, comes down to £480. DIY.co.uk have got a brilliant price, but there's still £100 more than our price. This is why we'll keep saying it throughout the show. If you want to get it at this price, you've got to confirm your order and check your basket out. It is our usual price. It will go back up to that price as well. So confirm those orders and check out right now. If you've just joined us, Sellout Katie's here.
Katie's here,
It's heading the same way again, Katie.
You know what? It doesn't shock me in the slightest.
You work all the shows for MAXhealth, don't you? You've got a very big show coming up next week, one of the biggest shows of the year.
So we won't be seeing you for a little while.
No.
All your stock
Rude.
obviously goes
I know.
with you
Leaving
to that
us.
show.
I know.
So the stock we have is the stock we have. That's why you desperately need to check your
But
baskets
I
out.
used to come on and you used to kick me off because we sold out.
It's
the
all
time,
gone
and I
before
was
the
like,
end of the show.
What did I do? Oh my gosh. But it doesn't surprise me with this treadmill because it's in the comfort of your own home, and that's what I can't stress. If you asked your doctor, should I start walking? He probably would pass out, right? Your computer would blow up. Walking is the best. There's so many walking workouts. If you go on it, because I'm constantly working out at home, right? Or I'll work out on one of my equipments that I have from
Yeah.
MAXhealth. But walking workouts are so popular, you know, because
And
it
walking
is.
at a constant pace.
That's
like
the
we are
important
That's it,
thing,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
That really gets the juice in the joints. It really
Yeah.
gets the heart rate up. It's burning calories. It's it's really getting the most out of every step that you do
That's
because you've
right.
got that rhythm.
And now you're adding the 30 kg resistance in the arms, so you're doubling your workout, really.
So it's a bit like having 3 different pieces of equipment. You've got your treadmill.
Yep.
This is your cross trainer.
Yep.
And honestly, the resistance is amazing. This is your rowing machine. And again, the resistance
It's
is
crazy.
quite incredible.
But don't forget, lock it in place, and then you have, it's like you're riding a bike
Now,
uphill.
do try this, because this is like you are
So
going
that changes everywhere where you're
uphill.
working,
I really
doesn't
Yeah,
feel my
glutes.
core, my buttocks.
Yes, my buttocks, exactly. But you can also get deep into the calves and the ankles.
Yeah.
And you know, you talked about the joints. That it's something called synovial fluid that we have in our joints. And if we're not moving, we're losing that
It's
fluid.
important, isn't it?
You've got to stay juiced. You've got to stay.
It's
you
like
know,
what
If
you
don't
always say
use
about
it, you
You lose
it.
it.
a gate,
exactly.
isn't it? If you don't
you've
open
got
a
a
gate.
gate at the bottom of the garden, you haven't opened it for 6 months, you know it is going to creak, it's not going to
That's
open.
it.
Well, your joints are the same. If you're not moving, if you're not using them, they do start to sort of seize up. It's trickier to get out of the chair.
Yeah.
It's trickier to walk up the stairs. You've got to keep using
That's
it.
exactly right, Haley. And you know what else? When we
Katie, sorry, we've got queues on the phones. We do apologise. We will get to you as soon as we possibly can. If you can get onto the website, though, do. And if you're on the website, check your basket out, because 55% now of the stock
Is
sold
gone?
out and gone. And
Yes.
so many, I can't even dare to tell you how many people are ordering. So please, it's going to be, I think, the stock that goes before the clock ticks down to actually put the
You might
price
have an
back
early
up.
night again
I
tonight.
might be leaving. Back to the. You know, the thing is, it doesn't surprise me in the slightest because I always talk about. Wait, I've been talking about this. Easter is like the Christmas at spring. Yeah.
No, you're right. When you
So-
said that, it all falls into place because we overindulge, don't we?
Exactly.
It's all those big
It's
meals.
family, it's big
Eggs,
dinners,
chocolate.
lots
The
of
chocolate.
And we
chocolate.
still have one more day.
And we should
tomorrow.
do it. Don't get us wrong.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Totally.
But it's the balance, isn't
That's
it?
it, exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, gym memberships are wonderful, but Haley, you know this, you have to go.
Absolutely.
Otherwise
And
you're
I
donating.
want to go, but I don't
Yeah.
have time. It's really difficult, and I think it's one of the first things you put off is exercise, because we're time poor.
That's right.
And to fit into your everyday, for me, it's 20 minutes to the gym, it's 20 minutes back if the traffic's okay.
Yeah.
So that's 40 minutes.
Totally.
Before I even get to a gym to do anything.
Yep.
And if I'm honest, when I go to a gym, the things I use, cross trainer, that's the first thing
Yep,
I go on. Then
exactly.
I get onto the treadmill, and I'll do the rowing machine.
Yep. Yeah.
And you've got all of that in one piece of equipment in your home. So it doesn't matter what time of day it is.
Nope.
You don't need a gym outfit. Doesn't matter what you look like.
That's right.
Jump on here when you've got a few minutes, and you can get all of those workouts.
And if you don't want to use the arms, just lean forward, and now it's like you're on a bicycle. I love riding my bike. It's right into the glutes. So you can really specify where on your body that you want to get in and train, which I think is fantastic. And because there's so much range of motion in the arms, if you want to get into the core, the obliques, the back fat, this is a great way to do it with that
And
cross
back fat
training.
is really tricky.
Do you know what
The bingo
happens?
wing's really tricky.
What
it's
happens?
rowing that works those areas.
Yeah.
You know, it's rock climbing, and that's giving you that motion. So working all of that underarm area, all the back fat area, the chest, core all the time as well.
Of course. And what happens? Why do we get the back fat? Why do
I
we
don't
get the
know.
bingo wings? It's just awful.
I
And
think
guess what?
It's
Even
like
if
a 50th birthday gift.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly. Happy birthday. Here's your bingo wings. But the thing is, you know, we are going to get into the summer months where even if you're not sporting a bikini or any kind of swimsuit, you're going to wear tank tops.
Putting your shorts on,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
You know?
lots of us have got dresses that you just put to the back of the wardrobe.
Yes.
You want to wear or then you think, oh, I have to put like a cardi over the top.
Yeah.
You don't want to wear, it's too hot for a cardi. You know, when the nice weather's here, you want to wear those nice summer outfits, but sometimes that confidence, you just haven't got it. This is going to help in all those areas.
And guess what? We're getting into wedding season. You're going to start to wear beautiful gowns and dresses to weddings. You know, you just want to get, you want to be ready.
And it's for every level. This is the other thing to keep pointing out.
100%.
If you really want to work out on this, you can, because you can run on it.
Yeah.
And you can see there a proper run. You can jog, you can brisk walk, or maybe you're rehabilitating.
Yep.
And always check with your doctor or your health practitioner, but you need to get moving again. And you might be sat at home, sat on the sofa thinking, I need to get moving again.
Yeah.
I need to get those steps
It's not just all about visually all the time, is it? It's actually about mentally. Perhaps you're really struggling with stairs. Perhaps you're really struggling to walk so far now. You're getting out of breath more than you ever used to. This is allowing you, honestly, to get something home that you can use as and when, that will help you walk yourself, jog yourself, run yourself, however you want to use this, into a healthier, fitter you. And you'll notice that in your everyday, when all of a sudden those stairs aren't such an effort, all of a sudden you can walk down to the shop without getting out of breath. And that's, for so many people, life-changing. That sounds dramatic. But over the years, and I've got to say, hand on heart, this is one of the best treadmills we've sold over the years.
Yeah, because it does so much.
Because of the speed that it does.
Yeah.
Because you've got such a good upper body workout.
We're the only company in the UK that has this technology of a treadmill
The
and the arms.
resistance on these actual handlebars, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But for so many people that we've worked with in the past, the treadmill's been life-changing because they've been able to do it. I think sometimes we set our goals too high.
It's achievable,
That's
isn't
right,
it?
exactly.
And when you look at us three, we're all very different shapes and sizes. I often talk about my height because when I first looked at this, I thought, well, it's not going to be long enough for me to
I have
really...
to walk with Sean like this because he's got such long legs.
I do walk quite quickly.
Yeah.
Whereas your stride,
Yeah,
it's
proper stride out.
It's compact, but it's been designed so if you are 6'2", you've still got space for your stride. But it's compact, it will fit into your home. The handlebars fold down so it go under the sofa, under the bed for storage, if you want to store it away. Honestly, it is incredible. Did I make you shorter
You
then?
did. 2 inches disappeared. I don't want to lose those, thank you.
Sorry.
Wow. And I'm 5'8", but actually turned out like a duck. Do you know? And you would think it's never going to work
with
for
those
me.
bigger feet.
Yeah,
turned out.
exactly.
Absolutely.
It works great. But also, Hayley, I'm an dancer. I mean, I've danced my whole life. I'm not a big runner, but I will get into a jog on this, a light
It's
run.
got great bounce to it, hasn't it?
It's not like
sprung,
running on a
that's it.
pavement, is
No.
it? Where you're pounding the pavement. And
That's right.
for me, that's my knees gone.
Yeah.
Whereas on here, because it's got a nice bounce to it,
it's fine.
kinder to your joints.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
And you know what? A lot of people are not, even if it's kind of dusk or it's getting into that darker time, they don't want to go out. They don't feel safe.
It might be the areas that you have to go and walk around in, you
Pavements
know.
are so dodgy. Roads
Yes.
are so dodgy.
How many
Traffic
cracked
is so
pavements,
fast.
potholes on pavements as well as roads,
And then you
aren't
put
there?
it off. You're like, I'm not going to do it because, you know, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. This is something that you can do right now in the comfort of your own
And like
home.
we're seeing here, watching the TV, get into the habit when you watch your favourite soap to get onto your treadmill. When you watch the news in the morning, I think exercising first thing is so beneficial.
Yeah.
For me, it gives me that buzz for the day. For me, it's better than any cup of coffee.
You've taught me that. That first thing in the morning, it really just sets you up for the
I
day.
can be slow, sluggish, down, low, not with it. But if I exercise,
you work out,
you've got that happy endorphins. I call them happy dolphins. All of a sudden, you've got a spring to your step. You know, the day seems brighter.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you've got this buzz about you where you can fit more things in. 60% now of the entire stock sold out and gone. Please check your baskets through. Katie's going to show you how compact this is.
This is the
so
thing.
if you do need to put it away, if you can leave it out, leave it out. But if you need to put it away, that'll go under a sofa or under a bed.
What walking pad or treadmill or running machine can you do this? I mean, I can't think of anything.
No, you can see it there, handlebars down, it's going under the sofa, it'll go right under that sofa. You won't even see that it's under there.
It's just flat.
And
you
then it's
can
got
roll
wheels,
it
so if you want
anywhere.
you might want to take it into the conservatory on a nice day and watch the garden, the birds in the garden.
Because I said this before, if you're not in a place that you don't want to work out, you're not going to.
Yeah.
You know? So many people, I've got a garage or I've got a room upstairs. but there's no entertainment.
We had a model and she'd left it in the... She did our very first treadmill show.
Yeah.
And she loved it so much she bought it after that show.
It really changed
Oh my
didn't
goodness.
it?
But she used to have it in the kitchen and she used to stand it up and pop it like behind the door, and then she'd get it down, and she walked all over the world. She used to get a tablet, put it on the worktop counter,
Yeah.
and she'd
go to Miami Beach or
I
Sydney
think that's
Harbour.
great.
And we saw her change.
Yeah.
She'd come back in to do another show and we're like, oh my goodness.
You
she
trimmed
trimmed
down.
Yeah.
But then she got confident. She started wearing different makeup. She had her hair done
See?
different.
Great.
She was wearing
That's
great colours.
That is...
And then she booked a cruise.
Yeah,
she
she
never
did.
booked a cruise because she didn't think she'd manage to get round the ship, and she never thought she'd manage to get off the ship and really see the countries.
That's
Because she
amazing.
wasn't fit enough. And all of a sudden she was like, I can do this.
I can do
her
it.
and her husband started dance classes.
Yeah, it
and
was
I know
brilliant.
it sounds extreme.
But
when
this was
you
the start, wasn't it?
But that's
when you
amazing.
feel fitter, and and you get something like this into your life that you can do one step in front of another.
Exactly. And maybe that's what's holding you back from joining a gym, is that you just don't feel comfortable
Yeah.
I think it can be daunting, can't it?
Daunting, really daunting.
I know gyms, and I still find them daunting.
Yeah.
But I get on equipment back to front. I did it when we were on holiday not that long ago, and I thought, this is really difficult.
This
This
is
is really
wrong.
odd. And the next day I went in and someone was sat on it the right way around. I was like,
I
that's
see.
right.
That's
That's
why.
what you're supposed to
I was
do.
on it the wrong way around.
So just getting back to the fact, if you have this in a place that you don't want to work out, you're not going to use it.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's every excuse in the world.
So easy to move. if
You've
you
got
want to move it.
wheels, but check it out, you guys. I say this every time I come on with this. We compared this to an ironing board, and the ironing board was more bulky.
Yeah, it was wider,
We
wasn't
had a
it?
steam generator ironing board, and we did get it out one show, didn't we? And it was actually taller, the ironing board.
Yeah.
And it was wider.
Wider,
Because
yeah.
this is so... That would fit between... You've perhaps got a gap between, I don't know, your chest of drawers and the wall, or your chest
Yeah,
of drawers and your
yeah.
wardrobe. It would slide in there
And
if
then
you
you're
wanted
going to use it because it's out, right? So
And it's easy to get out, it's
Exactly.
easy to put away,
If you
it's
can leave
easy
it
to
out,
store.
Great, leave it out.
Exactly.
But the nice thing is, if you've got people coming around and you really need to put it away,
It just,
you can
look
pop
at
it
this,
away.
it's crazy. It also stands up on its own, so you don't necessarily have to put it, any place to hide it, or you can put it behind a door, which I do all the time.
And build-wise, when it arrives, the other great thing is
So easy.
just attaching these top handles,
you
isn't it?
You attach the handles, there's a little jack, and the thing is, maintenance-wise, with a lot of treadmills and a lot of running machines, you have to do some heavy-duty maintenance. This actually, you put a little lubricant, whatever you like to use for your doors or WD-40, whatever it is, about every 100 uses just to keep the treadmill going, And also, too, the 18.9 stone, that's a tremendous
It's a
amount
really good
for...
load.
A lot of home equipment, 15 stone.
Yeah.
I
is
think
the
that's
heaviest
about
it'll
my
take.
weight, about 15 stone. So another nearly 4 stone on top of my
Yeah.
weight. It's really substantial.
And so if
We've
you...
had treadmills that when you've got on them, they've really slowed it down.
Yeah.
that was
Because
not
it's
good for my ego.
Just on the level of the weight, and they're like, "Rah."
Okay.
And then they don't go. Yeah.
Okay, I don't need that.
And the sad part about it
That's
is...
not motivating.
Exactly. I think I've just stopped the treadmill. But, the sad part is if you've gotten yourself into a situation where you're, carrying an extra stone or two,
Yeah.
you're not going to go to the gym.
No.
And this is nice. And those are the people that need to get on and
Get
use
moving at
this.
home,
Yes.
yeah.
So if you've got a restriction of 15 stone, unfortunately, those people probably
Well, that's
don't
stopping you, isn't it?
necessarily
Yeah.
need it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but 18.9, you need to get on and move,
it's a great,
Every step counts.
well-built bit of equipment. Now, we talk about reviews when it comes to treadmills, and Hayley's got a review here. This is a lady called Joanna. It wasn't this particular treadmill. It was a different model. It wasn't as good as this, actually, was it? The one that Joanna bought.
No, but it sounds dramatic, but she says it literally changed her life. So this was Joanna's words.
great.
And I've kept this because it really made me think what a difference something could make to somebody's life. One step in front of another. If you're looking to be able to walk, like Joanna, walk yourself into a healthier you. She said this treadmill is fantastic. She said it was fantastic value. This is even better than the one she bought and has literally changed my life. I'm not over-exaggerating. It truly, it's changed my life. She said she'd become lazy and sluggish, which I think a lot of us get there.
Sure.
She was eating far too much of the wrong things. She was also drinking the wrong things. Lots of tea, but also lots of fizzy drinks. She was indulging in sweets and snacks all day long. And one of the main reasons for this, she says, was because she was working from home, and it's all right there, isn't it? And there are lots of us still working
Well, you
from
stop
home.
the walk to the water cooler to the
Well,
lunch
you're not
break,
walking the stairs
walking
in the
to
office.
work.
Yeah.
You're not walking to see your manager
Yeah.
in his office. You're just sat at a desk on the phone, aren't you? You're not moving,
Right.
and all the food is right there
Yeah.
for you to nibble. She said, I had a moment of clarity, and perhaps this is you at home. She said, I realised I was on a slippery slope. She says, when I jumped up to a size 16, and I was getting out of breath doing the simplest of tasks.
Wow.
She said, I saw the treadmill while she was channel hopping, and she thought, what do I have to lose? So she ordered it. She said, on the first day I walked 3,000 steps, and it was okay. The next day I walked 5,000, and then my journey began. She says, now I do 3 walking sessions each day. She does a total
Brilliant.
of 12,000 steps a day.
That's great.
She didn't do anything before this, 12,000 steps a day. I have a glass of water before and after every session, no fizzy drinks anymore. So it's actually made her think healthier.
It's changed
And
everything.
I won't
Great.
have those no silly snacking, she says. And if I feel sluggish, she says, or I need a boost, I jump back on for 10 minutes. So Joanna's realised that actually exercise is giving her energy, it's giving her a buzz. So when she feels sluggish, a few more steps on her treadmill, and she's got that buzz back. She's totally energised, she said. My mind's better focused, she says. I'm more positive, I eat well, I drink well, I feel great, and I smile more. She says the list goes on. I put this down to the treadmill as it's absolutely motivated me into getting my body moving. She says I use it every day and I love it. And I think that's why lots of you will achieve your goals, or lots of you will succeed with this, because it's not anything really tricky.
No.
It's one step in front of another. If you're lucky enough to be able to walk, honestly, you can walk yourself into a healthier you. And whether you want to walk at the lowest and slowest speed, you can. Perhaps I know my mum, she had her hips done, and always check with your doctors and your surgeons. But when she had her hips done, one of the first things they wanted her to do was to walk, get up and walk.
Yeah.
If you don't use it, you lose it. You need to get those joints moving. And so this has been great for my mum, and she's now 87, and she walks not at a great pace. She goes up, she's got it upstairs in the spare bedroom. She thinks it's great because she goes up the stairs to use it, and then she'll walk for as long as she can. She uses the handlebars static, so then she can actually know she's got that stability, and it really has got her confidence back, because she wouldn't go out walking on her own. She doesn't trust the pavement, she doesn't trust the cars. But then for me, I do love to exercise, but I just can't get to the gym. And I really have. I've probably been to the gym this year, and we're now on the 4th month. I've probably been about tops 4 times, and my gym membership is £75 a month. I want to go, but I just haven't got time. And I could have probably paid for this machine, and I've been to the gym 4 times. How crazy is that? This is going to be yours in your home, and it's not just your walking machine, it's not just your treadmill. You can jog, you can run. It's got an upper body workout, so it can be your cross trainer, it can be your rowing machine, working the back fat, working the bingo wings whilst you're walking. And every step, go onto the internet and just put on the internet, is walking good for what are the health benefits of walking? And just read that list. I wish I could read them all out for you. That's not us saying that. The NHS are passionate. The brisk walk is so good for your health. And that's what this is all about. We're meant to move. Moving is so important. And if you're not moving, I know it's daunting to go and join a gym. It's daunting to start at jogging and things. It's just not going to... This is walking, and they recommend 10 minutes a day of daily walk, and that's going to count towards your 150 minutes of weekly exercise. That sounds a lot, but actually it's about 20 minutes a day. So why don't you walk during your favourite soap? And before you know it, you won't have even thought, and you've walked for 20 minutes. You'll be blown away how easy it is to get steps into your everyday when you've got a treadmill. And then when you've got the upper body workout as well, you really have got a piece of equipment that's been designed and developed to help you succeed. And perhaps you have failed with everything exercise-wise. Perhaps you really are in a situation where you know you need to make some changes. Perhaps you've managed to lose some weight, but you need to get that tone. You still need to exercise. You still need to get that strength into those bones, that tone into those muscles, strength training. You're walking, you're using the upper body. It's doing it all for you without you even having to really think about it. You don't need a gym outfit. It doesn't matter what you look like. When you've got 5-10 minutes, first thing in the morning watching the news, you know, in the evening when you're watching your favourite soap, at lunchtime when you're just feeling a bit slow, your brain's not working right, you'll be amazed how exercise clears that head and you'll think clearer. So many benefits, and we are so busy. 2/3 of the entire stock has sold out and gone. I'm really sorry to say that we have so many in baskets now. We are truly going to be in a situation, if you check everything out, please press that checkout button, because when you press it, what you've done is invested in you, invested in your health, and invested in your well-being.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV.
Just hearing how busy we are, it's really great to have your company. If you've got this in a basket, if you don't want it, let it go. But if you let it go and you miss out, you have got a market-beating price. This price will not be available. When I want to say tomorrow, later on today, if we have any stock left, it will go back up to £499. You can go elsewhere. You can think, well, actually, I know this company. I know MAXhealth. I can buy this in other places. You can, but you won't buy it because for 2 of those prices, with us, you're saving £200. Not £20, not £50, £200 saving. So sadly, if you go tomorrow and think I'm going to get it, you're going to think, oh gosh, I can't buy it now. It's £200 more. You could go to Costco and it's £180 more. And if you go to DIY, if they've got stock, that's your best deal. But it's still £100 more. That £100 is, oh gosh, at this time, with the world we're in right now, that £100 is so important. So save that money, buy this while it's the price it is, and you can split the cost with us as well. So allowing you to use PayPal, splitting the cost over 3 months. And for me, that's like my gym membership. My gym membership is £75 a month, every month of every year. That I pay £75, and I don't get as much as I can. You know, I do like to. I need to exercise because I gain weight really easily.
It's because we're all so time poor, aren't we? So you don't get to go because it is a journey to get to the gym. It is the time you spend there, and then it's the journey coming back. So it's hours you need.
Perhaps you've got a baby. Perhaps you know that's it. You haven't got the time. It's 40 minutes for me to get there and back if the traffic's
before you do anything.
That's before I've got my gym outfit on. That's before I've got into them, walked into the gym, made the password, which I always have trouble with. It never seems to make the gate work. But honestly, this is allowing you, when you have got 5 minutes, it's there right in your home. Not just a treadmill. This is a cross trainer. This is a rowing machine. And this isn't just a walking treadmill. We've sold many walking treadmills that have been fantastic. But you can jog on this. You can run on this because it goes up to 8 kilometres per hour. And if you're at home thinking, well, actually, fitness pieces of equipment at home, they're never right for my weight. They're all, you know, they're about 15 stone normally, home pieces for fitness equipment. Have you seen the weight that this takes? 18.9 stone, 120 kilograms.
Closer to 19 stone, so it's really substantial, and that's all about the build quality that you've got here. It really is good quality.
Just the resistance on these actual handlebars, honestly, they are brilliant. This is like a weight. This is like a piece of gym equipment. This, for me, is the 3 things I use at a gym. I use, if I can get on it, the treadmill. I use the cross trainer. That's one of my absolute favourites because you're working the bottom half of your body and you're working the upper half. And I row because I know it's good for back fat. and bingo wings. And this is all of those pieces of equipment in one.
Everything in one. You're covering all the exercise in one with a treadmill that folds completely flat. Remember, the handles go flat. It'll go underneath the sofa. It'll go underneath a bed.
So it fits into your home and it fits into your life. You've just got to get this, honestly, home, see how compact it is, see if you need to put it away. It's right under that sofa.
Can barely
so if you've
see
got
it,
friends and family, under the bed, under the sofa, you can tuck it away. But have this in your home, so when you have got those few minutes, while you're watching the news in the morning, you'll be amazed when you exercise first thing what a buzz it gives you for the rest of the day. Perhaps you struggle with feeling sluggish and slow. For me, I get low if I don't exercise. It really affects my mood as well. The best thing I can do is just, even if it's 10 minutes, and this is what I do at home, 10 minutes every morning, and you will be blown away the difference it can make. Not only to how you feel, perhaps doing the stairs, not getting so out of breath because you're getting fitter, but actually here for me as well. I feel clearer, I feel brighter, I feel more with it because we're meant to move. And if you're not moving enough, please find something, whatever you're going to do, whatever exercise you think you can manage to do, get it and start moving. But this is so simple. You can walk yourself into a happier you, and if you're lucky enough to be able to walk, don't waste it. And we don't walk as much as we should, do we? Because we work in offices, we sit in cars, we sit on trains. We don't move enough. And this is allowing you to get that into your everyday whilst you're watching the news in the morning, whilst you're watching your favourite soap. Perhaps you like the lunchtime shows. Get on your treadmill whilst you're watching them. And before you know it, you'll possibly have done 20 minutes and you think, oh my goodness, car. And you've got a spring in your step because you've managed to do something. You've achieved your goal. And I think because it is spring now and we've had Easter, I think sometimes, for me, this is like the start of the year. We've changed the clocks. You know, all of a sudden the nights are lighter, aren't they? The days are brighter. Everything seems, it's refreshed. But perhaps you're not refreshed. Perhaps you're still, body-wise and head-wise, in the winter months. And you really want to kickstart the new year. You want to be a healthier, fitter, trimmer you. Don't find something really difficult and something that you won't achieve because it's too out of your reach. Walk yourself. Go on the internet. Don't believe just me. Go on the internet. Put is walking good for my health? The health benefits of walking. Are you looking? Are you reading that list? Because, oh my word, look what it says, heart, blood, so many things we can't say, but have a look. Walking, we're meant to walk. And you can walk and jog and run and do an upper body workout all on this machine. But if you only walk, you can walk yourself into a healthier, fitter you. And that's why so many people achieve their goals with machinery like this. And this equipment is going to fit into your home, and just make sure you get on it each day. Fit into your everyday. 70% now, the entire stock sold out and gone. You must check those baskets through. We've got 30% left. We've got an hour and 15 minutes left of our live show. If you're watching on +1, please check the stock. If there's stock, we'll honour the price, but sadly we may have sold out. And remember, if we haven't sold out, it goes right back up in price at the end of our +1 show. So please check that basket out, because this is your only opportunity to get the deal that you see on your screen, which is market beating.
And let's remind you of all those features that you've got here, because there is so much to see with a machine that's hundreds of pounds off at the price that it should be. It's for walking, it's for jogging, and it's for running. You can go up to 8 kilometers per hour. You've got those handles that have the most amazing resistance, which means you're getting an upper body workout as well. It's designed for storage and moving around, so if you want to move it from room to room, you can. It's got wheels on. It will go under a bed or under a sofa, but you've got to get it right now. It's got an 18.9 stone weight limit on there, so it's a really substantial bit of kit. It's not hard on the joints because it's sprung. It's for every level, because those different speeds that you can do on here and that arm resistance make it like no other treadmill that's out there. It means you can have that slowest of walks, you can jog on here, but you can get that proper full-on run on this machine as well. So 155216 is is your item number. We are still getting busier and busier. Lovely to have your company on this Easter weekend. Have you been eating all those Easter eggs? Have you had that lamb dinner and the fish dinner on Good Friday? We all have, and that's good.
And the hot cross buns.
And we should.
The hot cross buns.
But we've got to balance it out, haven't we?
I know,
That's
it's
the
so
thing.
sad, but you know what, we do.
Yeah.
We do. And I'm just going to say to everyone who has these in baskets, I do that. I put so many things in baskets, but unfortunately, like you said, if you wait too long, it's going to be gone.
Yeah, the price will go up. If
The
it's
price will go up, but we're also going into my busy season, so
and you're not going to be
we might
here
not have the
every
stock.
week because
Exactly.
we know you've got some really big exhibitions. Katie does all the exhibitions and shows for MAXhealth.
We struggle with stock all year round, but once the shows start,
yeah, it's a big thing.
The majority of your stock is for your shows.
Yeah, because I'm getting ready to do a big show, but then I go to other countries.
Yeah, yeah,
and
all
then
over
I go
the place.
all over the UK, and when it's gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
We have to wait, to get them.
And that's the other thing at the minute, getting hold of stock because of everything that's going on, of any kind of thing.
That's right.
And so if you want to get it right now is the time to check out if you've got it in a basket. And so many of you, in fact, more of you have got them in baskets than we've already sold. Soon we'll be in that situation where there's more people trying to order than stock remaining. We're just getting busier and busier. If you are watching on our +1 channels, please confirm your orders and check out. Let's go right back to the beginning, Katie. If anybody's just joined us,
Let's go to the beginning.
let's do that.
It's a very good place to start.
Marvellous.
Right, so when you get it, when it's delivered, the best part about the whole thing is it's assembled.
Great.
I mean, thank goodness, because I never know how to put things together. The only thing you do have to put on are the handles. And the handles have 2 screws apiece. You get an Allen key and you screw them into place.
Okay.
Boom, that's easy. You plug it in and you go.
There's also an instruction manual,
You have
isn't
a
there?
manual,
Yeah.
exactly. And guess what? We're in Hertfordshire. If you have any questions, just give us a buzz.
Great,
You
great.
know, that's the nice thing. Just things to know about the treadmill. There's 4 stabilizers in each corner, so your floors and carpets are protected.
And that's, I think, another reason why it feels solid underfoot,
Yes,
doesn't it?
exactly. Unlike if you have a big running machine, which drains your energy and it has a bit of a vibration, your neighbors downstairs are going to be like, oh, and they're huge. Exactly. Try moving them.
And once you've put them in place, you're not moving them, are you?
No, there's no way. And the other thing I'm just going to show you off the bat, because I think this is a game changer, especially I'm a New Yorker, so I have no space at all for anything. But because it's so compact, it goes in any house. And you know what? If you have your gym equipment in a place where you don't like to work out, you're not going to go.
It's not going to get used, is it?
There's no way. So the handlebars fold down. And then, guess what, guys? There's a wheel. There's 2 wheels, not a wheel. There's 2 wheels, and so you can scoot it in front of the TV. And I'll tell you something. You get on and you watch your soap opera, an hour's gone by, and you're like, wait, what? I was on the treadmill that long.
Brilliant.
And because the LCD light, which is in the front of the treadmill, has the distance, the calories, and the time that you've been on it, you can constantly compete with yourself, which I love.
So you can build up, can't you?
100%. And again, I'm really competitive with my own self, which doesn't mean anything. It's
That's
so
good,
stupid.
though. No, it's
But, you know,
not.
you
It's
can
setting goals.
It's setting
It's
goals.
good.
You can push yourself.
My mum's 87 and she'll try and walk a little bit further the next time,
Yeah.
even if it's just a couple of steps, a little bit further than she did last time.
And because you have that 30 kg resistance in the arms, you're doubling the calorie
Because you're not just doing lower
burn.
body.
Exactly. But check this out, everybody. Come on. That's the skinny. That's not even, there's no way. That's not even a walking pad. This is so tiny.
It's great. The dimensions on this are so clever because it's big enough to really stride out on.
Yeah.
It's wide enough as well.
For ducks like me. Yeah, turned out the answer. It's true. Yeah, and again, it's only 1.2 meters, so it's not like it's a long, thing that you have to really.
So whether you're storing it upright, as you can see there, you can, or whether you want to put it under a bed or under
it's so
a
easy.
sofa.
Yeah. So you can leave it out. If you want to leave it out, leave it out. But if you are in a home, our home is very busy. If someone came round, we'd need to put it away. We can slide it under the sofa, we can slide it under the bed, because
Yeah.
the handles go down and
Yeah, it flattens.
away. Or like we saw with Kate, she had it upright. Perhaps you could put it behind a door or in between the wardrobe and the chest of drawers in your bedroom. Making it so easy to fit into your home. And if it fits into your home and it's where you want it to be, it fits into your everyday.
That's it. You're going to use it.
That's
in
it,
a
and
place you like to be.
That's so
Yeah,
important.
and it's not complicated.
No, no.
It's easy to use.
Not
and
at all.
All we're doing is walking, but walking's so good for us.
We're not recreating the wheel, kids. We are basically walking, right? And that's the key thing. That's why so many people gravitate to things like walking pads and treadmills, because they don't have to learn a new thing. They don't have to learn they don't have to use dumbbells and weight classes and crazy machines. So the cool thing about this is too, I don't never know how to turn things on. Right?
Well, some of those pieces of gym equipment, if you walk in the gym, if you're not someone who goes to
Daunting.
the gym a lot,
Yeah.
you're like, what the heck?
And then you're just like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I won't bother with that. Yeah.
Exactly. So this
Go
is
to
great.
the coffee shop instead.
I'm going to go to the coffee shop and have a sandwich. So this is the safety. So we're nothing but safe here. The treadmill won't run without it. So if it's not if the magnet isn't in place,
It won't stop.
Exactly. And so the nice thing is, if you have kids that are young that you don't want on it, but
Great,
it
you
is
can
really
put it away.
suitable for so many ages.
Yep.
You know, especially little ones that are into football or whatever. They get on it, and it shows I can't get the kids off of it. They're just like running.
And with children, we always say under supervision,
Of
obviously,
course,
don't we?
yeah. But it's really funny because I love it.
A lot of kids are into
Well,
sports and
they're
fitness,
really
aren't they?
encouraging children to go to gyms.
To move
Of
more,
course,
yeah.
yeah.
Our gym now
Yeah.
has sort of children's classes, and
Yeah.
they're really encouraging the children to move more.
Yeah.
And if this is in your home and your children are seeing you use it, they're
They're
going
gonna wanna use it.
with you.
Because
they're
kids-
going to want to walk further or faster or burn more calories.
You're going to have to try to get them off. Like,
Yeah.
I want to get my workout. So many kids are into their pads and books and da-da-da. And it's just
Digitals,
like,
yeah.
come on, you need to get out and move. And so much of our weather isn't supporting that, especially for kids. So,
Yeah.
you know, especially for everybody. What am
Yeah,
I
for
talking about?
everyone.
It's changed
weather-wise.
so much, hasn't it? I mean, when we were created,
Yes.
we were meant to walk. The way we travelled, you didn't get a car, there were no buses, you couldn't
No.
grab a train.
It was walking.
You walked or
Walked.
you ran.
Yeah, yeah.
And work-wise, you didn't sit in an office, you know, at a computer.
Yeah.
You worked the land. We were really physical.
Exactly.
Our
Hobbies,
bodies-
hobbies were physical,
Yeah.
weren't they?
Yeah.
Hobbies now are
You
sat
never
down
sat-
watching
yeah.
telly or
Watching
on your
TV.
tablet
Our
or your
bodies
phone.
haven't changed.
Exactly.
Our bodies still need to move. And
They
the
need to
reason
move.
we have sadly become a bigger nation is because life has changed.
Right.
And you're not moving enough, and sadly we're not eating as healthy as we should.
Right.
And it's getting that balance in, like, you've got to get that balance to be a healthier you.
100%. And on that note of if you're working from home or you're sitting behind a desk, this is great because of the dimensions. It's only 63 centimeters wide.
That's great.
Get a little stand-up desk. Because it's so quiet, all of a sudden you're on a Teams call and you're walking away,
yeah.
and no one's going to know that you're actually
Working and walking,
you know,
yeah.
which is fantastic. So I just wanted to point that out.
We told you, I think, we've got a friend who works in London, and one whole floor of their office now has the standing desk
great.
and treadmills underneath.
That's great.
So you're doing both at once.
At the shows, I get that question all the time. That's why I always talk about the dimensions, because I have to be able to 63 centimeters, 1.2 meters. You know what I mean? You just have to know those things, especially when you're dealing with the standing desk and you want to have it slide in. You have to be
Yeah.
on the money.
Of
you
course.
know?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
if you are working from home as well, and we learned this during lockdown, we used to do classes walking classes with a lady on the TV, and she was like, you know, if you do have that moment where you just can't think straight, you're working from home, and sometimes
Yeah.
you just everything you write or you spell it wrong, or you can't put a sentence together. Step away from the computer and
That's
get
right.
onto here
Yeah.
for 5-10 minutes. Really clears your mind, doesn't it?
Exactly. So I didn't tell you this, I just started walking. But just to know how easy it is, again, you click the button, the toggle forward. It's a question of, do I want to start it or do I want to stop it?
Great.
And that's all you
Forward
have
or
to
back,
remember.
yeah.
Exactly. So to start it, you'd click it forward. The LCD screen will always give you a 3, 2, 1. So it's never like, and you're off.
It's
you know?
never a surprise, is it? And it's really slow when it starts.
It's slow, and so again, always check with your doctor, your medical professional. But if you are, you know, getting back on your feet from an injury or you haven't been very mobile, this is 0.8, and so you hold the handles just for stability. You
Yeah.
don't have to
Yeah,
use
that's
them.
what Mum does.
And then
Yes,
you
it's
can really
great.
work through every
You can
joint if you
articulate
want to,
through the
can't you?
feet,
Yeah.
through the knees, up
The
into
ankles,
the
Yeah,
up
because
into
sometimes with physio, they like lift you to your knees
Yeah,
more, and you can
exactly.
do that at that nice slow pace.
Because when we're walking, I don't think we really pay attention to how we're walking.
No, that's a good
Do you know what I
point,
mean?
yeah.
So it's really nice to have that, you know, reminder to articulate.
If you are starting, perhaps you're feeling you are starting to drag your feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're feeling sometimes you go to trip because you're not picking your feet up
Yeah.
properly. Again, that's sometimes that strength, and you can get that strength back.
Yeah.
And learn to walk, you know, strongly
It's
again.
like retraining
confidently.
your walking
Yeah,
pattern.
Again,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. And so as far as speeds go, everyone's like, Katie, what's a brisk walk
Oh, I'm
speed-wise?
sorry, Katie.
What?
We were meant to say 75%
Sorry.
of the stock is sold out and gone, but now we need to say 80% of the stock
Seriously?
has sold out and gone.
We've still got an hour.
20% of the stock is left. We've got so many people trying to order that 20%. If it's in a basket,
Click it.
please check that basket through so yours is on its way. If we've got any stock left at the end of the show, it will go back up in price. And sadly, Katie is off to do a big show. All the stock goes with Katie now. We will
That's right.
struggle to get stock back until Katie's finished doing that major show. So please, whilst we have the stock, you know sometimes treadmills we don't have for months on end. We will always try and get stock back in. If we can get it back in, we will. We always try and keep the great price that we have. And you can see you've got a £200 saving from our regular price, but most other deals as well. So whilst we've got stock, whilst we've got the deal, please check that basket out, because what you're doing is investing in you, your health, your well-being. We need to move. We're meant to move. And if you're struggling to get exercise into your day, whether you're time poor, whether it's because you're running after the kids, perhaps you're looking after somebody else, and you can't do that unless you're fit and healthy. And perhaps you're feeling now, I know just recently I've been really busy. I know that I'm not as strong as I've been in the past because I'm not getting that exercise into my everyday. And it's difficult. I am a gym member, and I enjoy coming out of a gym. I feel better when I've done it. I'm not so keen in going in. But when I've exercised, I just feel fantastic. I feel like I've done something. But I know how difficult it is to fit that into an everyday. If you have got, perhaps you've got poorly relatives, perhaps you've got a young baby, perhaps you're just really busy with work. This is allowing you, when you've got 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it's in your home. Jump on here when you watch the news in the morning. Jump on here at lunchtime. Perhaps it's the lunchtime shows that you like. Or perhaps you like listening to music, listening to the radio, listen to a podcast. If you want, put your tablet on a counter and actually walk the world if you want to. However you want to do it. But if you pop the telly on, you'll be blown away how quickly you'll get so many steps into your everyday. And doing those steps and that upper body workout, how quickly you'll feel stronger, fitter, healthy. Can you hear in my voice? All I'm doing is walking. My heart rate's up. I'm burning calories, one step in front of another. We're not asking you to do anything tricky. We're just asking you to walk yourself into a healthier you. And if you get stronger, you can jog on here. Perhaps you're already into fitness. You can run 8 kilometres per hour on here on a treadmill that folds flat, that will actually slide into your sofa or into your bed. It's going to fit into your life. It's going to fit into your home. It's going to fit into your everyday. And it's going to allow you to be that better person, that healthier person, that fitter person. All of a sudden the stairs aren't such an effort. You can walk that bit further. All of a sudden you feel better about yourself. Put it with a little bit of healthy eating. See how those trousers feel a little bit looser? Or you just think, well, actually, I feel trimmer. I feel stronger, because that's what you're doing. You're investing in your health, in your strength, in your well-being. Lots of you have got this in baskets, and that is great because you know you need to make that change. But sadly, and this is something we're really good at, if you don't press the checkout button, you haven't quite jumped over the hurdle. You haven't made that step to be that healthier, fitter you. So press checkout, because sadly, if you don't, our price does go up at the end of the show. You can, of course, buy it elsewhere, but when we have this incredible deal of $299.99, you will kick yourself, because elsewhere Sean, it's nowhere near our price.
Well, it's our usual price at most other places. Our usual price just shy of 500, which is a great price for a bit of equipment like this. At MAXhealth Fit, that's what you'll pay right now, £499. At Home Right, £499. At Costco, they got a bit of a reduction. It's just under £480. And DIY.co.uk have got a brilliant price at just under £400. Well, we're still £100 less than those competitors that you can see there. And you don't have to pay that today because you can spread the cost with our PayPal payments, £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. A machine where you can walk, you can jog, you can run, and you can get an upper body workout as well. But it's not yours until you check out, and we are still getting busier and busier.
I had a little bit of a run then, but I'm not a great runner.
You were running.
So I had to stop before you came
She was
back.
off.
But honestly, you can jog, you can run, you can do an upper body workout, you can do a brisk walk, you can walk slowly. This technology is for everybody. And this is walking you. If you check your basket out, I really do think, gosh, in a month, in a couple of months, by summer, a happier, healthier, fitter you.
At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way from design to dispatch. You'll find us on ITV1, ITVX and STV from midnight to 3 a.m, Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m, and on YouTube at Shop on TV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
It's that time, it's 2 o'clock, we tend to get really busy at 2 a.m. Never sure quite why, whether you're coming in from work, going out to work. It's a funny weekend this weekend as well, it's Easter weekend.
Oh yeah, a lot of you will be off tomorrow,
so
nice.
perhaps you've stayed up late to join us, which is always great. It's great to have your company. And perhaps you were meant to turn on right now, because perhaps you do need to start making some changes. Perhaps you have gained a bit of weight, perhaps you have slowed down, you're struggling with stairs, you're struggling walking, your strength isn't so good.
You just want to get moving again. Do you remember we were at a concert last summer?
Yes.
We had a great concert near where we live, and as we were walking out of the concert, someone came running after us. Hello, hello, and it was a lovely lady. I think her name was Belinda. Hi, Belinda, if you're watching. And she'd bought the treadmill, and she said, I know I need to do something. I need to start moving again. I'm sat around too much.
She'd got into a sad situation.
She'd had a lot going on in
life.
her life.
A lot going on, like lots of us had. And, you know, she was a bit upside down, and she knew she needed to motivate herself. She needed to do something, needed to clear her head a little bit, and that's exactly what exercise can do for you. It's not always about physically how you end up looking, which can be a great benefit when you feel the tummy's a bit flatter and your trousers fit a little bit easier, and actually you are going to wear those shorts for summer. But actually it's up here.
Your mindset, yeah. That's what it was for Belinda, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it really can make that difference. You're investing in you and your well-being by getting something that you can use at home that you will use. And why would you not use this treadmill? It's compact, it will slide away if you need to put it away, but it's there in your home for when you've got 5 or 10 minutes to just walk yourself healthier, because sometimes exercise can be daunting, but if we're lucky enough to be able to walk.
Well, the great thing with this is that in itself, that you are starting to move again. But this is for, if you're a family, it's for the whole family, because you can go from so many different levels. Now, to remind you, not only speed-wise is it 0.8 kilometres when it starts, so nice and slow, right up to 8 kilometres. So you can walk, you can jog, you can run on here. But it's also got those arms that give you a full upper body workout, because they're not just for levelling you out. for making you feel secure.
In the first picture, I'm using them for stability. I'm not moving them, so I'm walking nice and slow, rehabilitating, getting your strength back, getting your confidence back, perhaps, in walking. In the middle, I'm doing a brisk walk, about 4 kilometres per hour, and I'm using those resistance arms, and they truly have great resistance. It's like you're working a machine at the gym, like it's a cross trainer, like it's a rowing machine, really working that upper body. And on the last one, I'm jogging, and I'll be absolutely honest, I'm not a great runner, and I'm not using this at full pace because it does go to 8 kilometres per hour. I would say I'm between 6-7 kilometres per hour there, but you can get a good run on here as well. So like Sean says, the whole family, perhaps you've got a grandparent that's lost their confidence in walking, they want to get strong again, they can walk nice and slow. Perhaps you've got a teenager who's really into their football and rugby, but they just want to get a little bit faster, they want to get a little bit trimmer, so they could really run on here. Perhaps you just don't know where to start and you want to get movement into you want to exercise, but you're not a person that's going to go to a gym. You'd feel intimidated, you'd feel uncomfortable. This is for you as well, so it can be for the whole family. And the great thing is, because you've got one machine that does so much, it is so much more than just a treadmill.
I love what you always say, if you're lucky enough to be able to walk and you want to get that movement back, you want to get that workout whenever you want it, it's right there.
We're not asking you to learn something new.
Or
if you're lucky enough to be able to walk one step in front of it, do you know how good it is for your health? Go onto the internet and put is walking, what are the health benefits of walking? Oh my word. I wish we could have a full page and you could read down all the health benefits of walking, because we would all walk so much more. We wouldn't park right by the supermarket doors, we'd park right at the back of the car park and we'd walk to the, we'd do the stairs, we wouldn't use the elevator, or, you know, because all of a sudden you realise how good just an everyday thing is that we've tended to forget. We've got quite lazy, haven't we? We don't walk to the shop, we drive to the shop. You know, we've got quite lazy in our everydays because we're time poor. This is in your home, and when you have time, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, this can be so beneficial.
When we talk about doing your own research, popping it in your search engine, you do exactly that. The benefits of walking, the benefits of 2,000 steps a day. Even the NHS recommend walking. A brisk 10-minute daily walk has lots of health benefits and counts towards your 150 minutes of weekly exercise. When we say 150 minutes, don't be daunted by that either. If you did 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night, you've pretty much covered your weekly exercise.
Or just get on your treadmill whilst you're watching your favourite soap. Emmerdale at the minute, oh my goodness, pulling me to pieces. You would,
I have a lot of questions after every episode.
Oh my word, you'll suddenly think, oh my goodness, oh my word, I've walked for 25 minutes, I've walked for half an hour without even
Didn't even notice.
Because you've been watching your favourite. And you don't have to think about this. It's not like, you know, rubbing your tummy and patting your head or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because walking, we don't have to think about, you know, you just do it. I'm talking to you and I'm walking. And then you'll just get into the habit of using these as well. You'll watch the TV and all of a sudden your exercise is done. And you will be blown away. How good, you don't like exercise, how good do you feel after you've done something?
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be too much. That's the other thing. Like we were saying, the NHS saying about 150 minutes a week. If you do 10 minutes when you get up in the morning, and I never even thought of this until Hayley said, do the workout first thing in the morning, sets you up for the day, it makes your head level, it straightens everything out for you.
Well, you could very happily sort of lay in bed for,
oh yes,
you know, the day might never get started.
Eating these
but
stress.
Now you'll get up, you'll exercise, and all of a sudden, changing the bed, doing the washing, all of a sudden you get so many
all my
things
chores
fitted in to the day. And it's because you've got this clear head, you've got this energy. I know we always think exercise, oh, I'm going to be so tired. We walk or run or jog for 3 hours during this show. We are so awake and energised on the way home.
These shows, these shows are the ones where we're wide awake. Yeah.
Whereas this just, it gives you a buzz exercise, doesn't it?
It really does, and it can be the same for you, whatever level you are, whether you're someone like me who just knows they need to keep moving, need to get that movement in, whether you're someone like Hayley who loves fitness but doesn't have time to fit it in to go to the gym. This machine is a multitasker. Not only is it walking, jogging, running, it's also an upper body workout because you've got that great resistance, and it's also a great price right now. It's what we call a show special. So we've reduced the price. price. It should be almost £500. It's down to £299.99. And if you bought it elsewhere, most places you're going to pay that full price, that regular price. At MAXhealth Fit, it is £499. At Home Right, the same, £499, £200 more than our price.
So it's not like you're saving £20 or £50, which often our deals can be a £20, £50 saving. You're saving £200, so you're not going to buy it there. Costco, well, it's £180 saving from there. You might get it from DIY.co, but you're still spending £100 more than you needed to.
And we're still getting busier and busier. So if you want to make sure you get this, now is the time. We're at 85% of the stock now, with all those in baskets. And if you do have them in baskets, please don't miss out. Confirm your order, get it home, and start that moving, like we talked about.
The sad thing is, if you have got it in a basket, you know you need to make some changes.
Yeah.
You probably
You've
have
taken
been
that
thinking
first
about,
step.
you know, exercising, getting some more movement into your everyday. Perhaps after the Easter weekend, you're not feeling so good about yourself, and you know you've got to get some balance into your life. We do overindulge, and then it's really difficult. Sometimes you get stuck, don't you? And you think, oh gosh, I don't even know where to start. Nothing tricky. Not paying a big membership for a gym every month of the year. Not having to have that, perhaps it'd be daunting for you to go into a gym.
Yeah.
You just feel really uncomfortable. Perhaps you want to start out walking and running more, but you're embarrassed. You don't want anyone to see you, or actually you're worried about the pavement. The cars are just so fast, so you don't really want to go out and about. This is in your home. You can wear whatever you want as long as you've got a sensible pair of shoes on. And you can exercise as and when. 3 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. No rules, no regulations, one step in front of another. Upper body workout, walking slowly, jogging, running, however you want to do it. But every step, every movement is a movement to a healthier you. If you've got in a basket, 85% of the stock's gone. So we are talking now 15% of the stock left, and so many trying to order that 15%. Please check your basket through, because you've missed out on a massive saving, but actually you've missed out on something that could be for you life-changing. Sometimes you just need to find that something that's going to work, that's going to make that difference. And sometimes we go to the extreme and we try to set our goals far too high. We do that with New Year's resolutions all the time, and you're never going to achieve that. Walking, can you walk? If you're lucky enough to be able to walk, one step in front of another, so you can achieve this goal. Then all you've got to do is, when it's in your home, fit those 5-10 minutes into every day. Get a bit stronger, use the upper body workout, walk slowly, jog, do that run, do a little bit of both, perhaps speed up for a minute, and then walk and get that heart rate up, burn those calories. Honestly, this can be and has been for so many so life-changing, and press that checkout button, because this is your first step to a healthier Sean, fitter, better, happier.
Yeah.
Exercise can tick
your
so many
first
boxes.
step,
100%. I'll tell you just about stock too. The funny thing is, when we launched this, I think it's been over a year now, we got as few as you could get, because we weren't sure what was going to happen with it. And we went to the first show, I think it was Grand Designs. We sold out, and we were like, we had so many other shows coming, and we were like,
what do we do now?
What are we going to do? No,
you can get walking treadmills, you can get very expensive running treadmills, but to have a treadmill that you can jog and run, goes up to 8 kilometres per hour. With these,
with the resistance.
in the UK
these make it so unique, don't they?
For me, it's a game changer, because I don't like to go to the gym and spend 2 hours. First of all, like you said, you have to get there, and if you have a gym membership and you're not going, you're donating to your gym, which is lovely. You've donated
lovely for the gym. She's such a generous woman.
I'm really
so generous. Yeah,
I've been very generous to the gym.
You've been very generous, but
like
you can
a charity donation.
Yes, exactly.
Because I'm time poor. I want to go.
Yeah.
But actually, it takes me 40 minutes to get there and back. So I'm exercising at home because that's the only way
that you'll
I
get
can
your
get
exercise
into my day.
And you know, you mentioned to do it in the morning, because I know I come home from the show at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I go to my hotel and start calling the stage.
Yeah.
Because I'm just
we're
amped.
buzzing,
I'm like
aren't we?
ready to go. And they're like, Katie, what time is it there? I'm like, oh, 4:30. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
I'm pumped, it's okay.
I'm pumped, it's all
It
right.
gives you energy exercise.
It gives you energy.
You imagine you'd be tired,
reverse,
but actually
yeah.
it's the opposite.
Exactly that, yeah. And you know, again, baskets. Basket people, if you've got it in your basket, like you said, you know that it's sparked you. You've gone, oh, this is something that I should actually.
I need to do this.
I need to get, and to have that ability to pay in 3 payments, also a game changer. And I know I say this all over and over and over again. That's the biggest question I get at the shows.
Now, remember, our PayPal that Katie's talking about, only available online if you've got a PayPal account. It means you can spread the cost, so it's £102.98 on your first of 3 payments. Brilliant. Makes it so much easier, doesn't it?
Exactly.
However,
4 payments, it's about 4 of my monthly gym memberships.
That's right.
And you've got this for
3 payments.
forever.
3 payments is 4 months.
And that's the biggest question that I get at the shows is, do I have to pay it all up front? Well, yes, you do.
Yeah.
This is the only...
But not with us.
No,
Not with us.
it's
You can
great.
split the cost. But we are hearing we're in a bit of a situation.
Uh-oh.
You know, we said we often get into a situation with products like this, especially. We call Katie Sell Out Katie because her products sell out virtually
Time and
every
time
time
again,
yeah.
she's on air. We are in a situation now where virtually every bit of stock we have, it's in baskets. So next, it'll be more people ordering than stock is available. Do remember, though you put it in your basket and you have that peace of mind that it's yours, it's not. It's still ours, and it will always be ours, and other people can keep putting what we've got left into their baskets. So if we had 5 left, 505 people could have those 5 in their basket, and you think it's yours. But if you all checked out, only 5 people would get it. 500 people would miss out. That's how our system works. And actually, you might all miss out because another 5 people might actually phone in the meantime and buy it before any of you. Please check your baskets through. It's something we're proud to sell here at Shop on TV because for so many, it's been that thing they've been looking for, that piece of equipment. They've tried so hard to get a bit fitter, to get a bit healthier, to get a bit stronger, but they've failed with everything. They've joined that gym, or they tried to go out walking or jogging, but it just didn't work. In your home, your own treadmill, cross trainer, rowing machine, all in one machine. That's compact, that even if you're 6'4" like Sean, though it's compact, it'll take that long stride as well. And weight-wise, for home gym equipment, normally 15 stone, and that's your tops. Nearly 19 stone, 18.9 stone.
Amazing.
Which is incredible. Ticks so many boxes, but the biggest tick, go onto the internet and put, is walking good for my health. Because I don't think, and I think we do often forget, how good walking is for you.
Exactly.
You put it to one side and think, no, I've got to run, I've got to do weights.
We take it for granted, don't we? Yeah.
No, but it's so
a brisk walk.
good.
And actually, because you've got the 30 kg resistance in the arms, I would never do a jog or a run and also use
carrying that kind of weight.
That kind of speed.
I like a brisk walk and doing the arms, and you just feel so good.
Me too.
Energized.
And that gets your heart rate up. You're getting your calorie burn. And you're doubling your calorie burn because all of a sudden you're using your upper body.
You're not just doing one exercise, you're multitasking, aren't you?
Killing 2 birds with one
That's
stone.
the great thing. Now, if you have just joined us again, we often get a surge in audience at this point. It's a show special. It's massively reduced in price for the duration of the show. We will honour it if you're watching on the +1s, if it is still available. We are approaching limited stock on what we have remaining. But Katie, when this arrives home, for anybody who's just joined us,
let's start at the very
there's no big build, is there?
No, there's no. Oh, thank God, because I wouldn't.
You don't
do
have
it.
to be technical at all, do you?
That's exactly. There's nothing to do except everything is assembled, and again, you have a manual that tells you exactly what to do.
Which isn't much.
Which isn't much at all. Otherwise, I couldn't do it. It's Katie-proof. Okay. So you've got your hand. The arms are attached, but you've got your little handles that you just need to click the electrics in place, the hydraulics.
Okay,
Yep. And then you have 2 screws, and you have they even give you the tool to
It's even included.
It's included. And so basically, you're ready to roll. You do have a safe, and then you plug it in. So
Yeah.
that's
That's
pretty
it.
much
There's no other build.
There's
It's
no other
brilliant.
build. There's no, yeah. You do have a safety, if you're wondering what this cute red thing is. It's basically so that if you have people that you don't necessarily want on it, again, very good for, you know, with adult supervision for lots of different ages, or older people who haven't maybe been so mobile.
Yeah.
But it won't run without this. So put this, the safety in a safe place so that nobody will actually be on it.
So if you've got young children, you know, they'll probably get on it and start fiddling with it. If that's not there, if you've put that away, that's like the key to the ignition. It won't start, it won't work.
It won't run. And while we're on the conversation of children, because again, at the shows, the funny thing is I have so many kids that get on that are maybe 9, 10, 11. They're playing football. They're really, you know, they're into sports. And their parents see them and they're like, oh, that could be so much better than an iPad or a computer or a game on the, you know, why not get them something like this? The last show I did was in Birmingham, and I had people, so many people, so many parents buying them for their kids, and obviously they're going to end up using it as well.
As well, yeah. Obviously, with children, we always say under supervision, or with any children of age. But it's like you say, the whole family will use it.
The whole family is going to use it, and I think that's brilliant. I really do.
And then we always talk about setting goals across the family, how long you can stay on it, how many calories you can burn.
Competitions, exactly.
I love that.
And the nice thing is, again, just to use it, you've got your little toggle, which is like your remote. You click it forward and just click it first so that. Yep, sorry, I didn't.
All right, my darling. No.
You click it forward to start it. You get a 3, 2, 1, and when you're ready to stop, you just pull it back. You can pull on, pull.
So full control as well.
Yeah, full control. You don't have to fill out a big form and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, a lot of the things at the gym now, and the gym, I am a gym member.
There's a quiz before you go.
But a lot of the equipment, you get on it and you just don't know what button to press first. Then you press a button and it is asking you, how tall are you? I'm like,
what's your heart rate?
How tall am I?
What's your blood
pressure?
pressure?
I'm not sure.
What's your weight?
What's your weight? And I'm like, I'm not really sure. Is this not going to work for me if I put the wrong weight in? And then what, you know, are you what, male or female and this or that? And you do feel like it needs your bust measurement and your chest measurement.
I actually start lying. I lie to the kid. I don't want him to know how old I am. I just want to
run.
We just want to start.
I just want to start it. And so I'm off and running. And the cool thing is, again, rehabilitation, if you have, you know, suffered from an injury, always talk to your doctor or your physician.
Always.
But you can start really, really slow and really articulate. Again, like we were talking about earlier, a lot of times you have to really use the muscles that you know, the hip flexors, the quads, the calves. And
you use it to your ability, don't you?
Yes.
You're using it in your home. So sort of the situation we're seeing here in front of the TV. Perhaps first thing in the morning when you watch, perhaps you always watch the news in the morning. Honestly, get on this and watch the news, because then you're exercising without even thinking about it. If you can jog and run, you can. Perhaps you're not running as much as you normally do because the weather's not great. Perhaps you're unsure about your roads now. Traffic's not great. The potholes are horrendous. The pavement.
Horrible.
And you just feel it's not safe for you to run outside. This is great for you if you are into your running. For me, it's great for me because there's a nice spring to this.
Yes, it's like a
My
sprung
knees
stage.
aren't great, so if
Same.
I'm jogging, that thud on a pavement just is
Solid
no good for my
ground,
knees.
yeah.
I can't even run on the beach anymore because I've done my knees.
Yeah,
I've had
'cause it's
surgery
too
on
solid.
both knees. I've broken everything. Dancer, guys. It's just
Now we're thundering towards limited stock. So please, if you want this, check your basket through. So many in baskets, too many actually. More people trying to order than stock is available. So if you do want this, we did say we'd get to this situation. There are more people now ordering. We haven't got the stock for you all. If you want it, please check that basket through. If for any reason there's any stock at the end of the show, remember it goes back up in price. So you've missed out two ways. You either miss out because the stock's gone, or you miss out because the price goes back up. If you are watching on +1, we'll honour the price if there's stock, but I don't think there will be, but just double check. Pop it in your basket and check that basket out. And what you're doing is checking out on a product that really could, sounds ridiculous, doesn't it, change your life.
yeah.
You could walk yourself into a healthier, fitter you. And it sounds dramatic, that, because you think, walking walking healthier. Surely I've got to run. I've got to do weights.
It's achievable with walking.
No, those wild classes where I'm hot.
Oh, I know.
And we've had reviews that we share with you through the shows that say exactly that it's changed the way people's mindset.
Exactly. And I used to do those treadmill classes, and they were like crazy. And I was like, what are we doing? Weights? What? This is so easy because the 30 kg resistance is a game changer. If you're not used to weight training, we need to train our muscles.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that we're
if we don't use it, we lose it.
Exactly.
And whether that's muscle mass that you're losing and you're getting weaker, stairs are difficult, whether that's actually the movement in your joints.
The synovial fluid. You got to get that fluid in the joints, otherwise you're the Tin Man, you know?
Yeah, everything's stiff, Yeah,
exactly. But I love it that it's easy. We're not doing anything. The goalpost isn't so far that we can never, we can never reach it. And I think that's the most important thing. That's why so many people love this. I have so many people come to me at shows that go, Katie, I use it every day. I'm on 10 kilometers now, or whatever it is, you know. And because they have this competition. Because on the LCD light you can see the distance that you've traveled.
So this is on the screen that you look down
and it's on a loop the whole time, so you don't have to reset it or anything like that.
That's another thing I love about it. You're not having to bend down to do any controls.
No.
It's all right here,
It's all right here, and you just look down. That's why I'm gazing down all the time. How many calories have I burned, and how long have I been on it?
Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You start to have competitions with yourself.
Have a look at the Easter egg you're eating now and check out the calories. When it's arrived,
balance it out.
Try and put those calories up.
And there's one more day of eating. Let's face
At least.
We've got Easter
one more
Monday.
day of eating.
I know,
We're going to have a cupboard full to eat.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, the thing is, we talked about this in the beginning of the show. We set these goals in the beginning of the year, and then we get to Easter, and all of a sudden, we're going, what have I done? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you're on your summer holiday going, oh no, I wish I would have got that treadmill. Because it's attainable. You're going to use it every single day.
That's another thing that's great with this, because it is attainable, it is achievable, it is just walking.
It's walking.
And it's walking at your level, at your pace. Then you can increase that level, you can increase that pace.
The problem we've got right now is it's possibly not available.
Oh.
We are so super busy. We are limited stock. That means we're down to the final 10% of the stock. We've got a lot more people trying to order that 10% of stock than stock we've actually got. And I really do think, I don't know what it is, January I found a really down month. I find January really difficult, and I'm no good at New Year's resolutions because you're just not in the mindset's not right. Then all of a sudden February's come and gone because that's such a short month, and then it's March, and now we're actually, for me, this is the beginning of the year. We're in April. Spring has sprung. We've had those fabulous daffodils. The weather's changing. We've got the light. We've changed the clocks. All of a sudden, the year's come alive, and perhaps you're wishing you would come alive. Perhaps you're wishing you could have done something earlier on in the year and got yourself a little bit healthier. Don't worry, it's never too late. It's never too late to start walking yourself healthy, and you can do that. Walk, jog, run on this machine. Use the upper body workout, and honestly, the resistance on these is phenomenal. Like you're rowing, using a rowing machine, using a cross trainer and a treadmill, all at the same time. Burning calories, getting results, and that's what it's all about. But what you've got to do now is check your basket out. Whilst you do that, we're going to step away for a moment because we've got so many people ordering and the stock just isn't there. Check your basket through if you want it. When you press that checkout button, what you could be doing is pressing a button that could be changing your life. And if you're thinking, oh gosh, I do want this, it's not too late. You can order right now and you can be the first one to get the few we've got left. And it is honestly so easy. We'll take a look. So easy to order with us.
There are 3 convenient ways to place your order with Shop on TV. Just scan the QR code with your smartphone's camera app to view the current on-screen item. Or go directly to our website, shopontv.co.uk, where you'll find all the products in today's show. Simply add the items you want to buy to your online shopping basket and check out. Prefer ordering by phone? Give our UK-based customer service centre a call on 03333 241 241. Friendly representatives are available to assist you 24 hours a day. Straightforward shopping with Shop on TV. At At Shop on TV, our goal is to provide you with the best shopping experience possible. Our team of shopping experts is dedicated to sourcing the latest, greatest and most desirable products at the lowest prices available, delivering them to you quickly and conveniently and ensuring your complete satisfaction. We're passionate about maintaining the highest standards of quality and service every step of the way from design to dispatch.
You'll find us on ITV1, ITVX and STV from midnight to 3 a.m.
Freeview Channel 89 from midnight to 6 p.m. and on YouTube at Shop on TV Live. Our daily broadcasts are your TV window into the global marketplace, presenting you with a collection of carefully curated must-have items, demonstrated by our on-air team with honesty, integrity and trust. Plus, there's even more in our online store at shopontv.co.uk. So when it's time to shop, shop on TV.
It is so easy to order with us, whether you're ordering on the phones, and we're very busy on the phones. We do apologise if you're queuing. We will get to you as soon as we possibly can. If you are on the website, you desperately need to press that checkout button because we've got more people ordering than stock is available. But just remember how we often say this with certain products, and this for so many people has been life-changing.
We have lots of reviews when it comes to treadmills, but on one of the first shows that we did on a treadmill, not this particular model, a previous model.
It was actually only a walking treadmill,
Yeah,
and
it was.
and it only had static handles. It didn't have the upper body.
And we
workout.
talked about that lady who we met when we'd been to a concert. She was called Belinda. She ran after us and she told us she'd bought the treadmill because she wanted to get moving again. She'd got into a rut. She wanted to start moving again. Well, we also had this review on a previous show. Now, you can still add this to your basket, but we are limited stock. There's more people trying to order than stock remaining. So if you do want to get it. If you've made that first step, you've added it to your basket, just make sure you confirm because it's not yours until you check out. So 155216, you can still add it to your basket and jump the queue, remember.
And this story could be yours. This was from Joanna, and she said the treadmill is fantastic. She says, and it has literally changed my life. I'm not over-exaggerating. She said, it truly has changed my life. But what happened is, she said, I've become lazy. I've become sluggish. I'm eating far too much. I think lots of us fall into that. Once you start to slow down and you are eating a little bit extra, it's easier
comfort eating,
to eat more and do less. She says, I was eating all the wrong stuff. I was drinking tea but lots of fizzy drinks. I was indulging in sweets and snacks all day. And a lot of this is because she'd been working from home. She had a moment of clarity when I realised what a slippery slope I was on when I jumped to a size 16 and I was getting out of breath doing the simplest of tasks. I saw the treadmill whilst I was channel hopping, and she thought, what have I got to lose? Why don't I get it home? So on the first day, she says, I walked 3,000 steps, and it was okay. So the next day, I walked 5,000 steps. She said, and then my journey really began. Now I do 3 walking sessions each day, a total of 12,000 steps. I have a glass of water before and after each session. No fizzy drinks, no silly snacking. She says, even now, if I feel sluggish, she says, if I need a boost, I'll jump back on my treadmill for 10 minutes.
So use this as a boost.
And I'm totally energised.
Brilliant.
That's great if you're working from home as well and you have that sort of blind moment, you can't think straight.
Yeah, that brain fog.
Yeah, she says, my mind's better focused. She says, I'm more positive. I eat well, so it's had the domino effect. She's eating well, she's drinking well. I feel great. I smile more.
Oh.
For me, exercise makes me a happier person. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it does. I can get really low if I know I haven't exercised, I haven't done anything.
And it's only got to be 10 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night. Great in the morning because it gets you ready for the day. So the list goes on. She says, I've put this down to the treadmill. It has absolutely motivated me to get my body moving. I use it every day and I love it.
I love it.
And this was someone that was slow, was sluggish, that had really fallen off the wagon as such. You know, she was at home a lot, she was working from home, she was eating all the wrong things, she was drinking all the fizzy drinks, she was getting bigger, she realised she was getting out of breath doing the easiest things, and she thought, I'll give it a go. And what did it do? She said, it literally changed my life. And she didn't do loads of difficult classes, she didn't buy expensive gym membership, she bought this, and she bought a treadmill actually, not as good as this. It was only a walking treadmill. You can run and jog on this. Didn't have the upper body workout, but just that walking treadmill allowed her to walk herself into a better person.
And when you do talk about our model of treadmill that we've got for you, it's so innovative because the speeds go from 0.8 up to 8 kilometers per hour. So as Hayley was just saying, you can walk, you can jog, you can run on here, a full proper run, but it's sprung so you're not hitting those hard surfaces. It's got a lovely bounce
it's
to
much
it.
kinder to the knees. My joints aren't great, so running on a pavement just kills me, whereas this has got that bounce to the step. If you have and you do want this, the clock is on the screen because the price is only for the show. It will go back up in price. We're limited stock, as you see on the screen, which means we are down to the very last of the stock. But we've got a lot more people ordering. The stock is available. We were in a situation about 20 minutes ago, and people are still putting this into baskets, and you still can. We're busy on the phones. You're still ordering, and you can do exactly that. But we are going to get into a situation, because there's more people ordering than stock is available, that you will get to a point where you'll press checkout or you'll ring up, and sadly it will have sold out. So please check your basket through. I know sometimes you think, well, I know I'll get it elsewhere, but have a look at our price. That price is market beating. And if you do have to go and order it elsewhere, you could be paying £200 more.
Yeah, if you look at MAXhealth directly, that's a supplier, £499 at homeright.co.uk, £499 at Costco, just under £480, and DIY.co.uk are £100 more than our price. That's why we've been so busy once again. Our show special, and remember, show special means reduced just for the duration of the show. We will honour the price on our +1 channels if there's any stock remaining, because we are limited stock. So if you're watching on +1, please check back on the website just to see if there's any stock left.
And remember, when the stock has gone, we don't know when we'll get stock back in. It's a very busy time for Katie and shows and exhibitions now, so it's only when we can get the stock and get Katie in that we will have that stock available. Price wise, it is phenomenal, but please, whilst we have the stock, if it's in your basket, you know you need to make some changes, and that was your first step.
Yeah.
Press that button, press checkout, and then get a few more steps into your everyday and see the difference it can make. But we're going to step away from the machine just for a moment, because we're a bit worried that we are in a situation where a lot of you could miss out. So rather than sell you something you can't get, and you can still order it, you can still check your basket out, we want to make sure that it is available for you to get. So please, whilst we're telling you about these trousers, check your basket out for the treadmill so you know yours is on its way. You might want to add these, actually.
A lot of people have, actually. These are Green Drops compression and sculpting leggings. These are what we call intelligent leggings, because the ingredients in there give you so many benefits. Imagine wearing a pair of leggings that are designed to firm, to tighten, to tone the body. Because of the ingredients that are in there that massage into the skin simply by wearing them, they're designed to rejuvenate and improve the skin's elasticity. They may reduce cellulite and fatty tissue deposits. They have a lovely slimming effect on the tummy, the legs, the bum, and the thigh area. They're a gorgeous fit, a really high waist. They don't gape at or roll, and they don't gape at the back, so you don't show off anything you don't want to show off. They stay in place.
You feel great in them. You feel they trim you down, but actually it's when you take them off, when you see the difference it makes to the skin. And when you see the difference, honestly, these are leggings that by wearing them about 6-8 hours a day, they can help tone those legs, slim down those legs. So helping to tone and support. Slimming, high waistband, which is really nice. It's got control on the tummy, so you feel great when you've got them on. So adding support all the time you're wearing them. But it's all about that graduated compression and the ingredients that's in the yarn of these actual leggings. This ingredients with that compression is being massaged, I should say, into your legs. And what can that do? Well, that can help circulation and detox, which can in turn help tone and help with the elasticity of the skin.
It's also designed to improve, as Hayley said, that elasticity. But the vitamin E there is massively, deeply hydrating. So if you've just started getting your legs out, maybe you wore some shorts this weekend and you're like, my legs need a bit of attention.
And it may be the skin's really dry. It may be that you have got that lumpy, bumpy skin. You've got cellulite. That you have started to get that sort of sagging skin above the knees. Honestly, these leggings, the ingredients in these leggings with the very nice compression that's really comfortable to wear, being massaged into the legs to help to tone, to help to reduce cellulite and the lumpy, bumpy skin, to smooth the skin, and the elasticity, that get the tightness back, the firmness back to your skin by wearing a pair of leggings. And honestly, I've sworn by products like this for years, and these are so beautifully designed, so comfortable to wear with a four-way stretch, great for travelling as well, rather than having to wear
for long journeys,
those horrible tights,
compression
and things.
tights and things.
Pop these on and travel in these. They're great to help with that circulation while you're flying and things such as that.
Wear them 6 hours a day to see the benefits. So
Even
all
if you're
those
just
ingredients,
sleeping in them.
all those ingredients are massaged into the skin. Size-wise, at the moment, we've got all sizes available for you. Still on our launch price at $29.99. So if you're an 8 to 10, go small. 12 to 14, go medium. 16 to 18, you're going to go large. Size 20, extra large. Size 22, double XL. At $29.99, brilliant price. Now, if you're not sure of what size to go for, go down a size so that they're nice and snug. They won't be restrictive, but if they're snug, those ingredients are being massaged into the skin.
You want them tight to the legs, so it's massaging those ingredients into your skin. So if you're between a 10 and a 12, I would go for the small, go for the 8 to 10. If you're between a 14 and 16, I would go for the medium, go for the 12 to 14. $29.99, crazy price, should be £45. And of course, once you spend over 30, you can split that cost. If you put it in with your treadmill, just £10 extra in your basket. 970054 is your item number. Check it all out on the website, shopontv.co.uk. Go to the live hour, shop now. That'll take you through to our hour. Have we got stock left?
Barely.
Of the treadmill. We have got stock left, but we're hearing now we have so many people that if you all checked out right now, it would say sold out. We are what we call over allocating. The stock we have, it's in baskets plus, because it's hours until you check out. Please check your basket out, because I think you will really regret not buying this. And if you order it, I think you will so appreciate in a few weeks' time just how beneficial this has been.
Don't miss out. Get it now whilst it's on the show price. Remember, a £200 discount against our usual price. If you are watching on +1, just check the website to see if we've got any stock remaining, because we're massively over allocated, as Hayley said. You can still jump the queue and add it to your basket. 155216 is the item number. shopontv.co.uk. You can order on the phone. Apologies if you're still waiting on the phones. We've had big queues. You can still go to the phones if you want to. 03333 241 241, but there are people waiting. If you're waiting, the operators will get to you as soon as they're free.
And
so
remember what you're
please hang
getting.
on.
You're getting a walking, jogging, running treadmill with an upper body workout. It's our best-selling treadmill here at Shop on TV. It's one of our best-selling pieces of fitness equipment, and it is fitness equipment. You can walk yourself into a healthier you, but you can grow with this. You can jog, you can run. It goes up to 8 kilometres per hour, and that is a really good run and jog. I can't run 8 kilometres per hour. So you've got an opportunity to get something you're not going to outgrow, something the whole family can use, and something that allows you to get a full body workout.
Yeah.
Which a lot of things, getting a full body workout, you can use your lower body when you've got a treadmill. You can, if you've got a rowing machine, you can use the upper body, but this allows you to do all of it at the same time, which allows you to burn more calories and helps you get those results quicker.
On that readout, remember, it gives you a calorie count, so it gives you an idea of how many calories you've burnt. Really motivational. It also gives you the speed and the time on that readout that you've got, so you can set yourself goals. Maybe the whole family are going to set their goals against each other. Really, really motivational. But as I say, you've got to check out and make sure it's yours. £102.98 if you use PayPal on your first of 3 interest-free payments. We're still getting busier and busier. Price-wise, is it a good price? Massively great price, because you're saving £200 on our usual price for the duration of the show. If you buy it elsewhere at MAXhealth, $499, at HomeRight, $499, at Costco, $480, just shy of a couple of pennies, and at DIY.co.uk, it's still £400 just shy. And we have got £100 saving against us. That's why so many of you are going for these. Still so many of you adding to baskets. It's a show special The price will go up after the show. So if you've got it in a basket and you want to get it, check your basket out. Don't miss out.
Sadly, if you don't check your basket out, I don't think you will get it. You're not going to invest
Not
in
at this
yourself
rate, no.
and your health and your well-being, because sadly ours will go back up in price if we've got stock left. And you saw everywhere else there, you're saving £200, £180, £100. You'll think, oh gosh, I can't get it now.
That's
And
it.
we don't know when we'll be back with you.
I don't know when we'll be
with
back.
stock.
She's a busy
Because
woman.
you're busy
I'm very
now, aren't
busy.
you? She's very busy.
Because we're getting into the show season, and so
So you got a major show coming up,
major show coming
which
up.
means you take all
We've
the
got-
stock with you.
We take it all, kids. But also, don't forget, after the major show this weekend, or coming up this week, we've got another 2 big shows
Well,
after it.
it's show after show then,
It's
isn't
show
it?
after show, and I go to different places.
And we'll
all
always
over.
try and get Katie back. We'll always try and get stock, but it is a time of year where we do find it really difficult.
Exactly. And you know what? If it's in your basket, check it out.
Yeah, you've
Because
taken that step,
You've
haven't you?
taken the step to actually say, oh, I could do this. This is such a great thing. I can do my cardio and I can do my upper body. I've always wanted to work out with dumbbells, but I'm not. But now you can do both at
That
the same time.
resistance is there,
yes,
isn't
the
it?
30 kg resistance. Kids, you feel it. You can also get into the cross train. So you're going to get into the core, the obliques, the back fat. You can get into the arms by just using that rowing action, which is biceps, triceps. But don't forget this.
This is really good.
I love this because I love to cycle. It's a great place to also
You
increase
feel like
your
you're
speed.
cycling uphill, you're walking uphill.
Yeah, and I tell you, you do feel like you're walking
Really
uphill.
on the back of the legs, the bum, the core.
Yeah, the hips.
Yeah.
You know? Do you know how cycling, you just get off and you just have all those endorphins and you're like, and there's not a lot of impact on the joints, which is so great because this is sprung. So it's wonderful if you have, issues with knees. I've broken everything. I've had knee surgery.
So it's low impact because it's got that bounce
It's
to
got
it,
a
hasn't it?
sprung, yeah, exactly. And let's not forget how quiet it is.
Super quiet. I mean, we've got 2 running here. You can't hear them
You can't
barely.
hear them at all.
This is showing the variation of speeds, and this is what I would say, Katie, makes it for everybody.
For
doesn't it?
sure. I mean, especially the one on the left where Hayley is really articulating in the feet, into the thighs, into the calves. Again, really great if you haven't been very mobile.
So it's every extreme
Rehabilitation,
now.
getting your
Yeah,
strength
exactly.
back. Perhaps you're finding you're really sort of dragging your feet now and you're tending to trip a bit and you want to teach yourself to lift your feet
Okay,
up.
I need
you
to
can walk
walk-
nice and slow, use these for
Yes.
stability. That's what my mum uses it for.
I think that's wonderful.
At 87, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
But then you could be a teenager wanting to jog. You could be in your 20s and you want to run. The whole family, really.
A whole family. I mean, I talk about this with kids all the time because with supervision from the family. But
There's a lot of children at the gym now. People get family memberships, which can be really expensive, and perhaps that's
Really
out
expensive.
of reach for you. But the kids are enjoying. I
They
think a
love
lot of
it.
children now realise they want to work. Perhaps it's because they're playing rugby or football. Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
And now
perhaps
we've got
sports
the World
teams.
Cup coming, so
Yes,
our
we
boys
have,
are getting,
yeah.
our girls are getting
Boys
into
and
it.
girls,
it's
yeah.
wonderful, and I think that's great because it gets kids out. It gets kids on an exercise program. It gets them off
And if they
the
see
iPads.
you walking on this, they're going to want to have a
Oh,
go, aren't
for
they?
sure.
They're going to want to be able to walk faster than you, or
Yeah.
further than you,
Yeah.
or burn more calories.
And like we
this is-
say, always under supervision when it
Yeah.
comes to the kids. But this just shows you the variety of speeds, the variety of uses, really, because of the arms.
Yeah, and I always come on and I don't do anything more than a brisk walk. I leave the jogging and the running because I've just broken
I've
too
done
many
that.
things. Everybody. But again, here's Tony. You missed it, but you're 6'4".
Yeah.
So a lot of guys were, I'm not going to fall off.
Well,
No,
we just
you're
saw
not.
that guy there in a really long stride,
Tony!
but though it's compact and it folds down, it stores under a sofa, it stores under a bed if you need to put it away. If you are tall, like Sean, it will take your stride, won't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
And that's-
we're all really, in fact, I should jump back on. We're all massively different in height, in size, but this is the great thing about this machine, it's for everyone. Remember, the weight limit goes up to 18.9 stone.
That's a lot.
It's really substantial, but that just shows what a great bit of kit this is
Yeah.
in the build, doesn't
Exactly.
it, Katie?
And you know what? If we have put an extra couple of stones on. You guys, I love that you say stones. It cracks me up. How many stones? You're asking the American. I don't know. But if
It's like foreign. It's like foreign to
I
Katie.
only understand stones.
What is the stone?
But what's the stones? But anyway, now I understand. But if you have put on an extra weight, then you're not motivated sometimes. You're like, well, I put on the extra weight, so
sometimes you think it's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late. Exactly
never too late. You're never too late to start. You can and it is the starting that's the difficult thing.
That's exactly right. And remember, if you have this at home, you're lucky enough to be able to do it.
That's it.
Lucky
If you're lucky enough to be able to walk, we're not asking you to do anything difficult. You've not got to learn a really difficult routine. You haven't got some really complicated, equipment. You haven't got to spend hours on this. If you could walk 10 minutes in the evening, 10 minutes in the morning.
Yeah.
If you could only do 10 minutes, if you could only begin at 5 every step, go on the internet and put in the internet, is walking, what are the health benefits of walking?
Yeah.
Write that in. Is walking good for me? Have a look as well, because I think sometimes we think, oh, you've got to do like 30,000 steps a day. Just put in, can 2,000 steps make a difference?
Yeah.
And see the list of health benefits.
Yeah,
Just recently,
massive.
actually, because I think we always think about exercise and think about getting trimmer, healthier, fitter. I can walk further, I don't get out of breath so easy, I'm getting into my clothes easier. But actually, they were saying about 3,000 steps a day, not only beneficial to the body,
To the mind.
Yes, exactly.
It's amazing what exercise can do to your mind. For me, it's, oh my goodness.
It's a game changer. And if you do this in the morning, that's the thing. Like we always talk about this, in the morning, if you start your day with some sort of exercise, all of a sudden you're up and you're like, I'm out. I'm
Set
skipping.
for the day.
I can fit so much more into a day when I've exercised.
That is so
first
true,
thing.
Me too.
Honestly, if I get up and I walk for 10 minutes, and this is what I've done we've done this for years now, haven't we, since lockdown.
Yep.
Every morning we do a 10-minute walk. I'm ready to do the washing, to clean the house, to go out and help. Perhaps you're looking after somebody, perhaps whatever's going on in your life. It just gives you that oomph, that buzz,
motivation. That we talked
Whereas
about
if I don't, slow,
Sluggish, yeah.
low for me. I get very low. I feel down.
Me too.
I feel failed.
100%. I mean, just that little bit of exercise, that little bit of endorphin rush, that happy dolphins.
My happy dolphins.
I'm not going to be able to go to bed tonight until probably 4.
Well, for us, because we do a nearly 2.5 drive home after the show. And after some shows, because perhaps we've been sat down,
we can be a little
bit, oh gosh, get the coffee.
Coffee break.
Whereas after this show, we will drive home.
You're fine.
We'll be talking this much, Hayley will, in the car.
Honestly, you're like alive. You'll be amazed the energy it gives you. We always think exercise will make us tired, and it's like the complete opposite.
It's the complete opposite. You get off and you go, oh my gosh, I've got so much energy.
You've got to bounce to your step. You've got,
I'm going to show you something too, which I think for most, I don't know, most households. I'm a New Yorker, so I've got no space. But basically, most treadmills are quite large.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to have a space to put them in. Okay. You have to have a machine or some extremely strong people to get
to position.
My friend they had a basement converted, and she had one put down in the basement. It was an absolute
just to
nightmare.
get it down there. Yeah.
Moved. Left it. She was like, there is no way. Yeah, she was like, there's no way we are moving that or I'm keeping that.
I completely understand.
It was just ridiculous.
And I'm a really big advocate to put your workout in
where you're going to use it.
Where you want to use it. So, because if you don't, are you going to go to the basement and be really happy to work out down there? Probably not, unless there's some sort of, I don't know, some sort of Sony movie theater. But the point is, with this,
you can take it.
This is in the comfort of your own home.
Take it to the TV, take it to the conservatory.
You can take it anywhere. So the arms flatten down. You lift from the base.
But
guess what, kids? There's wheels. Okay, I want to put it in front of the TV.
It's actually not that heavy. It's 24 kilograms in weight, which is It's my
Nothing.
suitcase when they allow you to pack that much.
Same.
But obviously there is a weight to it, but there isn't really when you wheel it because all the weight is on the bottom and
It's
you're
on the
just
bottom,
wheeling
and
it round.
you're wheeling it around the house.
Really
And again,
easy.
we talked about soap operas. My soap opera, which is not Emmendale. Can I say it's EastEnders?
You can say it.
can.
But it's only 30 minutes. But
Yeah.
yours is an hour, isn't it?
But it varies now. Ours is half an hour. Most
See, I want
nights
more.
now.
But anyway, even a half an hour. Let's face it.
Are we
Coronation
talking about
Street is
walking
an
and
hour.
watching?
Yes.
We're walking
Okay,
and watching.
let's get to the point.
I'm sorry. I know. Take it home, Katie. Take it home.
I think
There's
lots
also
of
Coronation
us-
Street, which
yeah.
is brilliant.
Yeah.
Lots of us do love our soaps, and you know that
Yeah.
every night you will sit down and watch your soap. So
Yeah.
rather than sit down and watch your soap,
Why not exercise?
watch your soap.
And this is the
Exercise.
point we were making about my height, isn't it? I mean, what have I got it on now? Let's take it up to, well, I'll take it right up to 5.5 so you can really see
And look at the
the
stride,
stride
Sean's
out
got.
there.
It's great.
But you're really comfortable.
You know what I
and
love
secure.
about this? You get on, and I know that you don't love exercising. All of a sudden, Sean is smiling, and he's using the arms.
And do you know the other thing you talk about is that posture.
Yeah.
And I think this really helps with that.
Exactly.
Because it makes you stand tall,
It makes
doesn't
you stand taller. And a lot. If you'd be surprised if you filmed yourself on a treadmill, how much you don't use of it.
Yes.
You know, because
yes.
people are, oh, it's not big enough. Wrong. Look at you, 6'4", and you're fine.
Yeah,
you know?
massive stride out, plenty
so
of
cleverly
room.
designed, isn't it? Because it's really compact, folds down flat, so
this
you can,
out,
it's
guys.
super slim, so you can slide it between perhaps a chest of drawers and a wardrobe. It'll go under a sofa, it'll go under a
Yeah.
bed. Yet Sean is 6'4", and it will take his stride.
That's amazing.
You know, it'll take up to 18.9 stone in weight. A lot of gym equipment, and we've sold many things over the years, and sometimes you'll get on a bike and you just think, oh my word, you know, it feels rickety, and you think, and it only goes up to a 15
Well,
stone.
we made a point about a treadmill that we sold a few years ago.
It was just under
was-
15 stone.
yeah.
Wow, that's nothing.
And that's pretty much my weight.
Yeah.
So when I got on it,
Sean would get on it, and it only went very slow. Like,
Yeah, really slow. But you know what? What the amount of weight it takes is a sign of how it's made.
yeah.
of course,
And
yeah.
so that's
This
the
build
thing.
is brilliant.
It's such a
MAXhealth, their equipment, we were talking about this to my sister actually, who's over from
Yes,
the States.
yeah, today.
About the quality of their products. What you know you're buying is quality. What
Yeah.
you know you're buying is worth every single penny of the full price, but obviously we're able to give you exceptional low prices. The price on your screen is only for the show, and sadly we are coming towards the end of the show. It will go back up in price, and what we've got to say is if you are watching on +1, please check that we have stock available. We will honour the price on our +1 channel
there.
if the stock is available, but sadly it will go back up in price after. Then of course you can sit back and relax and think, well, okay, I missed out on it,
Yeah.
I'll order it elsewhere. But you will kick yourself, and
Yep.
the truth is you won't buy it from elsewhere because you are paying, well, two places there, £200 more, not £20, not £50, £200 more. Costco.co, £180 more. DIY.co.uk, one of the best prices, it's still £100 more. Don't waste that money. Get our deal. Split the cost with PayPal. Check your basket out and make that checkout, pressing that checkout or jumping on the phones. Our phones have been busy all night. We do apologise if you've been waiting, but still the stock is still there. It's hanging on by a thread, but we have got so many people trying to order that thread of stock that we've got left. You desperately, we've got more people ordering than stock is available, which always happens with these shows. So please check your basket out. Otherwise, sadly, it will say sold out. And that's why we call us Sellout Katie.
That's me. That's my name.
And we've got to say a massive thank
Shayley.
you
We do.
to Katie. As
Less than
always.
5 minutes left. Thank
Katie
you so
is
much
off
as
to
always.
do, a major exhibition
Yep.
where she won't
We're
have
going to try and
PayPal.
come and see you.
Oh,
She
yeah,
won't-
do.
She won't
Please
have
come.
this price, but what she will have is all the stock. So
Yes.
we don't know when we get Katie back. We don't know when we get stock back. We always try and get it back as soon as we can. But obviously, when the shows are on, that is the priority.
Yeah.
So please check your basket through, and remember, this is for all and everybody. Whether you want to run, whether you want to jog, whether you want to, walk really slowly, whether you want to rehabilitate on this, you have got a treadmill that allows you to go from 0.8 kilometres per hour up to 8 kilometres per hour. But then you've also got that upper body workout. This is what is very unique with this equipment, is you can use the upper body handles to get resistance up to 30 kg and pulling that resistance back like you're on a rowing machine. One arm and then the other like a cross trainer. This is like 3 different pieces of fitness equipment in your home for you to use when you've got 5 minutes, when you've got 10 minutes, when you're watching your favourite soap. It's going to fit into your everyday, and when you fit something into your everyday, that's when you get results, and that's what this product is all about.
And it's for every level of fitness, even if you're not into fitness like me, but you know you need to move, you know you need to get those steps in. Well, this is something that you can achieve, so you will do it. Whether it's just going for that gentle walk, whether you want to increase that up to a jog or a run, but the fact that you can use these arms to get a full up to 30 kg of resistance training on your arms as well. When you see Hayley's arms, because they're exposed, you really see that muscle activation.
And it's, honestly, there's such resistance on these, you will be blown away. And just by that action, getting the habit of doing both the walking and the arms, you're burning more calories. You're using more muscle, which helps you burn more calories, that helps you get even more results. So rather than doing a leg day one day and then doing an upper body day, you're doing it all at the same time, multitasking yourself into a healthier, fitter you.
And the other level, if you just want to use those handles for stability and slow down the treadmill and do that nice gentle walk, or you can go up to a jog like Hayley is. This is why we're always so busy. This is why hundreds of people have bought this in the past. But the show special price will only stay for the duration of the show and our +1 show. So you've got another hour on the +1 shows. If you are watching on +1, please check the website and see if there's stock.
So yeah, if you are watching on +1, check the stock. If you are heading to bed, and we've got so many people still ordering, still putting into baskets, please check your basket out. What you're doing, I think, is something so beneficial for you, for the rest of your family, for the people that you look after and care for, because if you're not a healthier you can't do the things that you do every day of the week. If you're struggling with stairs, you're getting out of breath, you know you need to make some changes. That change is pressing the checkout button or jumping on the phone right now, because honestly, for so many, this has been life-changing.
So make sure you get it, and make sure you join us tomorrow night here at Shop on TV. Confirm
Check your
your
baskets
orders.
out. See you later.